Wow. We're just jumping right into the show tonight, gang. Welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. Woo! I'm Jeff.
And I'm Marcus.
And he's Marcus. Look at that. We got Annette out there from the Jersey Shore. Hi, how's it going, Annette? I think you got the heat we had yesterday. We're going to be jumping right into the show tonight because we have a special guest. We have a
special guest?
Yes, we do have a special guest. Did you know that?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, you did. You knew.
You know what?
What?
Let's leave this up to chance whether or not we have a special guest. I say we roll some dice and see 6 or lower, they don't get on the show.
That's not going to work.
You know why?
Because these
dice are fixed.
These dice are rigged. They only roll 7s or 11s. So anyway, no, we're not going to do that to you, Jill. Jill is in our waiting room right now. We've got a lot of people already standing by. Mary's out there. How are you doing, Mary? T9 is out there. Greetings. And of course, we already said hi to Annette from the Jersey Shore. Oh my goodness. It is hot. Not quite as hot as it was yesterday. I think Annette and the Jersey people are getting the heat today that we had yesterday. We were in the low to mid 90s. Even hotter than at Disney World right now, which is really weird. I think they were in the 80s today. So go figure. Are you falling asleep on me already?
No.
My goodness. So we are going to have tonight, we're going to have with us Jill Bivins from Minnie On Main. And like I said, she's standing by right as we speak in our waiting room. And she's going to talk about Walt Disney World and the reopening of Walt Disney World. She was there last week, so she had a lot of fun. And she's going to tell us about that and some of the little changes and nuances and all the ins and outs of the new setup. So July 20th, 2020. Can you believe that?
Where did this year go?
I don't know. We're over halfway through with the year. It's not a year I definitely think I would want to repeat, but it's been interesting, right? It's been interesting. So anyway, again, this is the WDWpov live stream show. We're glad you're here. If you're watching live, make sure you chat in whatever spot you can chat in, and we'll try and put your chat online here. And if you have any questions for Jill while she's on, please feel free to ask some of those questions as well. Hey, Steve, how's it going out there? Nice to see you out there. And if you're watching this on a recording, or you're replaying it or whatever,
get some help.
Get some help, because you got something better to do with your life. You really have to. But no, we appreciate you guys watching us. We really do.
I'm on right now, and I have something better to do.
Our extended Disney family, we appreciate all of you out there. I'm pulling a little bit of a Lou Mangello tonight. I didn't shave. If I get up real close here, you might be able to see how bad my whiskers look. Not very nice to me.
Does he ever plug you?
No.
Does he ever say anything about you?
Don't think so.
Okay, well, you don't have to say anything about him.
I'm just talking about the Lou Mangello, facial hair thing going here. That's all.
Okay, just because he does it doesn't mean it's exclusive to him.
It isn't. I mean, I've done this. I'm older than him, so I guess I could claim that
I've done
the Lou Mangello before Lou Mangello did. So yeah, I guess that works. Okay, so Lou's pulling a Jeff. How's that? Anyway, so
I'm sure our guest is getting tired of
she's standing by and she's like chomping at the bit right now, waiting to get on the show. We've got a whole bunch of official questions to ask her on my official napkin. Look at that. Last week, these were my show notes. This week,
we've got upgraded to a napkin.
It is a napkin. How do you like that? Okay. Lots of napkin questions. So without further ado, we are going to bring on our special guest for the night, Jill Bivins. I hope I pronounced her name right. Shake your head if I did. There you go. See, I'm not like some other hosts out there who get people's names wrong and slaughter them constantly. Yes, Mary, always classy. I try to be classy.
Just put the person on the show.
Yeah. Okay, Jill, ready to go? 1, 2, 3. And there she is. Let's see if we can get, okay. Now Marcus is still in here. I think Jill's on here. Can you hear us, Jill? I'm not hearing her. I can hear some noises. This is weird because this worked earlier. We tried it out. Oh my goodness. Not hearing you. Let's try something here.
This is your fault, isn't it?
No, I mean, we did this earlier and it worked fine. Okay, we're going to try switching speakers here. Let's see what happens. Okay, how about now? Still not there. Really? Really? Because I thought I heard some background noise when she came on, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure she's not muted. Want to make sure.
Not muted.
Doesn't look like she's muted. No. We're going to close this thing out just to get this off of here.
Why do you do this to us every time?
I don't know. Okay. Now can we hear you?
I'll take that as a no.
My goodness. Okay, but she can hear us, right? Can you hear us? Yes, she's shaking her head yes.
How many people know sign language? I'll take that as a no.
No, I don't think too many people know sign language here. Okay, we got to figure this out. We got to figure this out, Jill. We got to figure this out. Yeah, Steve, I don't think Steve knows sign language. That would be a little tough. Okay, she's unmuted. I just can't hear her. I'm looking at all my stuff on the screen here. See, now if I do this, this is going to screw things up.
Yeah, figure this out.
Yeah, see, that's us.
Please don't do that.
That's us. And then we'll end up reverbing and everything's going to go bad. Oh, my goodness, Jill. Okay. Let's see what else we could try here. Okay, so there you are. I can see you. Just can't hear you. And we did, and audience, believe me, we actually did a dry run earlier today with her on the phone, and it worked just fine. In fact, I'm going to go ahead, just because we can't hear her, I'm going to at least pull up her little scroll thing down here so you can at least see her website. We got R2D2 here. We got Jill
Steve
here.
Browning can read lips.
Steve can read lips. Yes, I'll bet he can. No, he can't. Okay, what's going on here, gang? Give us another moment here as I try to desperately figure out why we can't hear Jill. See me sweating here? I'm sweating now. I don't normally sweat on my own show, but I'm sweating right now. I actually just ran from outside to get back in the house because I had something going on outside. But we got our speakers up. I'm not hearing any. We got R2 trying to help out here. Oh, Jill. Okay, can you try, just for the sake of trying, drop off?
I think the sound system has a bad motivator.
And then you think the sound system has a bad motivator. Yeah, drop off and I will add you back in. Let's see what happens and see if you see anything that says, mic, do you want to allow your mic, anything like that as you try to join back in. We'll try that out. Oh my goodness, because we've got limited time here. We know Jill has another
20 minutes
thing going on tonight. So let's see what happens, gang. I am so sorry. No, I did not mute her mic. I don't think she muted her mic, but you never know. You never know.
Steve, so did I.
What's Steve saying here? What's that? I thought this was a professional operation. Yeah, normally it is. But, when you're doing live and when you're doing guests, things get really strange. Let's try to, and again, no, did not mute her mic. Let's try and bring her back on. And I'm probably still not hearing sound. Okay, let me try something else here. Close that out. Okay. See, that played fine. I heard that.
Why do you always do this?
We bring guests on lots of times and it works just fine.
Lots of times.
Yeah, we brought people on that, weren't even set to be on the show and they just showed up and we had fun. I'm going to do this. Watch this. You're going to be, there you are. You're on solo now.
Normally it is. When is normally?
Yeah, she hears us fine. Annette, I don't know what's going on here. She can hear us. We can't hear her. Duh. Yeah, and that's saying maybe it's on your end. I don't know. Because I'm looking at everything here, and so far I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, when is this normal, T9? I don't know. And this show's never normal. We never have a normal show. Jill, our shows are always crazy.
What does anyone on the show even know about normal?
So, you know, what I could do is I could ask questions and have Jill shake her head like this or do this.
That
And that would get really odd very quickly. See, now if I unmute this, here's a problem.
Yeah,
This is
just
and I still probably, they can't hear her. I can't hear her. Something's going on here. Oh my goodness, Jill.
Is this on Jill's end?
I think so. Yeah.
Is she in StreamYard?
Yeah. My wife's trying to help now too here, Jill. She does StreamYard too. So yes, she is in StreamYard. I sent her the invite.
Yeah, but
she just dropped off again.
She just dropped off again.
She doesn't access her microphone.
Yeah, but we did a test run earlier today.
So maybe did she go back in? I mean, maybe it reset. Have her go back in
And yes, Mary, we actually did a test. Now, that's a good question. I was going to ask was it the same phone she used earlier? And that says a little microphone popped up I'm not sure what that means, but maybe. So I don't know if Jill's going to try and pop back on again, or if she's looking at her app right now to see if she can find out what's causing it. Maybe she has something muted on her end. Not 100% sure. Okay, she's back again. Now, Jill, one of the things we were asking, is this the same phone that you were using earlier?
It is. Can you hear me now?
It is.
There we go.
Yay!
Oh, you know what? Like I said, Jill, our show's never normal. So you just blended right in
Yes,
with the normal WDWpov live stream show.
it was probably me. I don't know what I did.
You must have
Sorry.
somehow, between this afternoon and tonight, must have hit something that muted it or kept the mic from working. But
Bill's already off topic.
what's that?
Bill is trying to get us off topic.
Bill Mitchell is trying to get us off topic. Bill, Marcus will be singing later in the show. Okay. The first segment, no, we're not going to do that. But yes, Mary says she can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
Yay!
Mary says yay. And Mary says blame the guests, Jeff.
Okay, well, let's get this thing going because we can't just keep everyone waiting.
That's right. So anyway, Jill, we want to jump right into this, obviously, because we've got limited time tonight. So I'm going to ask you a few questions off of my fancy schmancy notepad here.
Okay.
So you were at Disney. Okay, so Disney opened Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom on the 11th, if I remember, right?
Last
And then-
Saturday.
Yeah, and then 15th was Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
So what all parts did you end up hitting? I'm assuming you did Magic Kingdom first, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were at Magic Kingdom on opening day
Mm,
and the very next day. So we were there on the 11th and 12th.
okay.
And then we went to the park down the street for a couple of days.
Yeah, we won't talk about that one. Although Annette from the Jersey Shore, she's big into that other park. So
What?
Well, then we went back and we did Hollywood Studios for their opening day, and then we were at Epcot the very next day.
okay.
What is that other part?
The other park begins with the U. Oh, see, now he gets it. Now he gets it. Anyway, so okay, so you did. Sounds like you did 3 of the Disney parks then,
Mhm.
minus Animal Kingdom. It sounds like
Yeah, we skipped Animal Kingdom this time.
right. And so, how many people were in your particular group?
I was just my son and I.
Okay. I didn't know whether there were other people that would join you or if it was just okay. Cool.
Nope. I just decided we would escape. He's starting kindergarten, so we had a last hurrah before kindergarten.
There you go. That's always good. Yeah, T9 is saying there's another park. Mary's saying the dark side. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. And Mary, we do. We steer to the professional quality, high quality questions on quality paper. So anyway, okay. So I'm going to ask you this just as an overall question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got that. That's okay. So overall, would you say you would recommend or not recommend going to Disney with this current situation?
I absolutely recommend it. It was amazing.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Everything about our experience was great. We felt safe. We felt like everything was clean. Everybody kept their distance the way they should. Everybody wore their mask the way they should for the most part. Of course, there's always one or two, but Disney dealt with those people very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Mary, it still felt very magical. I had questions myself about that, but nothing felt lost.
Yeah, Mary has a follow-up for you. Did you feel safer at Disney or at the dark side?
100% felt safer at Disney, felt better at Disney.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we won't mention any other names or anything, but yes. Okay. So you obviously everybody had to wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
Was that an ordeal for you guys? Now you said your son is going into kindergarten, so you got a younger person needing to wear a mask as well. How did that work out for you guys?
It was surprisingly really okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say it was great because, of course, we'd rather have not had to do it.
Uh-huh.
But my son did great with it. Even when we went to the rest area and he could take his mask off, he chose to keep it on. He was good with it. And I was not bothered by it as much as I thought I would be in the parks.
Here we're gonna squeeze in here a little bit.
There you go.
There we go. So it wasn't bad. Even with how old did you say? 5 years old?
He's 5, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So I mean, and I'm guessing it was probably what, mid-90s during some of the days you were there?
Yeah, it was mid to upper 90s. There was one day that the real feel was 101. It was warm. It was very, very warm.
Uh-huh.
But I found with the attractions, with all the air conditioning opportunities they have at Disney, it really didn't bother us that much. We developed some tricks to keep cool and
okay. What kind of tricks there? What did you do with what were your secrets? Give us the secrets.
Okay, so this one is really, really silly. And I recognize that it's really silly and you can all laugh at me for it. But I took some advice from Uncle Orville on Carousel of Progress. Yeah. And I made my own air cooling system. What I did, I would pop an ice cube in my mouth.
Uh-huh.
And so when I would breathe out, I would just let the ice cube melt. Breathing out, it cooled the air in my mask, which made it so much better. And I know that sounds silly, and you can laugh at me for that if you want to, but it was amazing.
That sounds perfect, actually. That makes absolute sense. In fact, here, I just want to pop this on here real quick. This is on Jill's personal page, but I think you probably also have it on your Minnie On Main as well. Maybe not.
I don't think I did, but I should probably.
Yeah, this is a great photo.
Yeah.
This was your opening day, or when you got there?
That was Magic Kingdom's opening day. That's what we saw after we'd spent the day in the park and we were back to our hotel for the night.
That's insane. I mean, that is a beautiful shot there. You got a full rainbow. I don't know. I mean, that's just a sign right there.
I felt like it was. I really did. It was a perfect end to a perfect day.
I mean, I've seen some rainbows at Disney. We've seen a few. Seems to be most often we get to see them at Epcot for some reason. But seen one at the Japan Pavilion. Seen one at England. Yeah. So that was an awesome looking picture there. Okay, so you opened your day at Magic Kingdom. You used Uncle Orville, which I think that's how can you laugh at that? That's that makes perfect sense. Up, and I gotta silence this thing over here. See, I'm bouncing all over, Jill. I am really sorry.
It's okay. I'm a mess, so
And for some reason, it doesn't. There we go. Now it's going to mute for me. Yeesh. Okay. So that's a little hint to the next thing I wanted to show here. So we're gonna pop another screen on here from Jill. This was also at Magic Kingdom. And I'm going to go ahead and pop the sound on just for one more second here so they can hear it. But okay, so here we go. Magic Kingdom. This will give you a little bit of a feel for what things look like. So here they are. And look at that empty park there. I mean, anybody in sight. That is sort of crazy.
Yes.
So I know it's like for some reason there we go. Yeah. For some reason my mute wasn't working on that. But anyway, so Magic Kingdom looked pretty empty. Is that what you found mostly at all the parks that you were at?
It was Magic Kingdom and Epcot especially. We felt like the only ones in the park. To give you an idea of crowds, because there's no Fast Pass right now. And I was kind of nervous about that because I love my Fast Pass. I'm a Fast Pass pro.
Right.
We didn't need it. We didn't miss it. We walked on to Peter Pan's flight 3 times in a row. No waiting at all. The only
people that know Peter Pan's flight, that's not something that happened.
That's amazing. The only wait that we had at Peter Pan's flight was for people who stopped to play in Wendy's room in the nursery. And one time we had about a 10-minute delay because they were cleaning it. But it was really cool because we were right up front and we got to see the cleaning process firsthand.
Okay.
But it was cool. And then Small World, we actually got to ride around again without getting out of the boat. There was nobody else in line, so we were like, hey, can we go around again? They're like, sure, why not? So they sent us again. That never, ever has happened to me at Disney, ever. And I've been going since 87.
Okay. You know what? That's weird, though, because Mary's saying she's hearing it's a little bit busier today, last day or two. So you might have got a little lucky there, but geez.
Yeah.
I think the only ride that we were ever allowed to just stay on and go back on again was Medieval Hurl. Wait, Primeval, not Medieval, Primeval Hurl, which actually
I feel like I got to do that on something else. I'm not sure what though.
Yeah, but 3 times on Peter Pan, that's not something that normally happens. Not at all.
No. The crowds at Hollywood Studios were a little heavier.
Because of Star Wars, assuming.
Yeah, probably because of Star Wars, you're saying?
And then I'm going to butcher this because I never say it correctly. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Hey, I did.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a mouthful. That is a mouthful right there.
That had a 120-minute wait. So that wait was no joke.
Wow.
Because it's brand new.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Studios has smaller walkways, so it may not have been more crowded. It may have just felt more crowded. But that plays into mindset and everything. It was still a wonderful day. We did everything twice, except for Rise of the Resistance. They would only let you get one virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance.
Now they did change the virtual queue a little bit for the opening. How they're sort of letting you do that virtual queue throughout the day more than they used to. Is that right?
Yes. And I'm so grateful that they did because we didn't get ours until the last one. We had some problems. And it's really competitive now because they're holding some back and they're not releasing them all at once because they don't want everybody crowding at rope drop. But within the first minute at 10 a.m. when they released for the first, it was full. At 1 o'clock, it had a little bit of a glitch issue going on. So we weren't able to get it at 1, but at 4, it seemed like anybody who wanted one and hadn't gotten one yet was able to get one.
Okay. So that's not too bad then.
No, it's not. And they committed to letting everyone with a boarding pass actually ride. In the past, they'd say, hey, we can't guarantee that you're going to get called. They're not doing that now. And we actually got called to ride 3 minutes before the park closed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we were actually in the park an hour after they closed because they were just getting everyone through, which was really great.
Okay. Well, that's not, I mean, that's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing. So let's see. So anyway, Mary is saying, I love that they are giving night owls a chance to ride Rise of Resistance because before
I
you pretty
agree.
much up early, and if you weren't, too bad.
I was there for Rise's opening day, and I was in park at 6:30 a.m. And let me tell you how much I hated that. My husband works second shift, so he really hated it.
Nice. Mary's asking if you did Haunted Mansion, and let's see, Stan is saying something about hearing about DHS is the hardest reservation to get. So
Yep.
now,
We did.
go ahead.
Oh, we did ride Haunted Mansion, both Magic Kingdom days actually.
Okay.
And it was walk on. If you go, don't let the line fool you. It looks like there's a ridiculous wait because of the social distancing. The line is back towards the Liberty Bell, and they wind it down around the water and then back up into Haunted Mansion's queue, and it looks like it will take forever. It took us 10 minutes from start to finish, start to getting on the ride.
Now, how did they handle the stretch room? How did they do that?
They're not doing it right now. You walk right through it.
That's what I figured. Okay. Okay. So maybe someday they'll start that back up again.
It was great for taking photos of it, though.
Oh yeah, that would be neat.
Yeah.
I'm referring to my napkin here, so hold on one second here.
Okay.
Okay, so I know Mary had asked earlier where you stayed. I know you said this was like a sort of a last minute trip that you guys threw together.
I jokingly referred to when we booked our trip as the great no booking, because that's when Disney wasn't taking new reservations and we decided to go. I happen to have a couple of theme park tickets already in my Disney account, so I said, let's go. So we stayed off property. We found a little condo that was not very expensive and called that home for the week.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. We did visit the Contemporary, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's always fun to hit some of the resorts just for hopping around and seeing what things are like. But that's always fun to do.
Yeah, they're not allowing that so much right now unless you have a dining reservation. But we had the Chef Mickey reservation, so.
Okay. I'm going to try and pop a few of your pictures on here while we're talking. What's that?
Oh, that picture just makes me go. He conquered Epcot that day. He's a little scaredy cat. I love him. Don't tell him I said that, but he's a little scaredy cat.
We won't tell him.
But he finally rode Mission Space Orange and loved it and did it twice. And then he did Test Track finally. So I had him pose that way to remember that he conquered Epcot this day.
Cool. That is cool. I mean, so he's an Epcot expert now.
He is.
He's done all of it. And doing the orange at Mission Space, that's impressive. For a 5-year-old, that's great.
I had to pump the brakes on him. He wanted to ride it again, so I did it because that's my favorite ride at Epcot, Mission Space Orange. I'm weird. I know.
That is cool.
But he wanted to ride it again, so I did. And then we were getting off. He's like, again. I'm like, okay, twice is enough. Let's not lose our lunch today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful on that. Not too many rides. And it looks like we got Panda in the house here. How's it going, John? He's out there watching right now. I bet he
never shows up.
He's waiting to hear you sing a Hamilton song.
He literally never shows up. He only showed up after you were on for 3 hours.
That's right. Yeah. He pops in like when we're just about ready for the show to end, and he's actually here early for a change. That's cool. Nice to see you, John.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late. That's it. So anyway, let's see what else we got here. Let me pop a few more pictures. I was going to put it on a slide. Oh, there we go. So you are at Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm. And I actually took that picture for a purpose. There are no ground markings in that area for social distance, and everybody was just really great about maintaining their distance on their own.
Good. Good.
which I thought was great.
And that's, that's good to hear that, people are treating us, seriously at Disney. They're, actually looking at the lines, they're looking at the spots that are, on the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you can't even get them to stay behind the line during a parade. So
Right. I'm gonna admit that I was a little nervous about how that would go, but everybody did really great in my experience about that.
this is sort of funny because John's saying he only liked the King song. John, you might want to hang out then, because that could possibly be the song that he's going to sing later. Possibly.
What? That's surprising to me.
So anyway, yeah, Stan's saying that's impressive. People are just doing it. And
I think so too.
That's Mary's saying, yeah, getting a little interference when you talk. So yeah, we'll turn that down just a hair. There we go. Okay, so let's see what other pictures we've got here real quick. How much longer can you hang out with us? I know you've got.
I'm good.
Okay, this is on Main Street here, which is a cool shot. So
I cried like a baby. That was right when we walked in, and the cast members had lined up waving at us, and they were saying welcome home, and as soon as they said welcome home, I just lost it. I know everybody around me thought I was a crazy person.
no reason that I would say that I'd probably get emotional too. The next time we go, it's probably going to be the same thing. I'll be like, oh wow. What's going to get me will probably just be like, even when you go through the tunnel underneath the train station, it's like you're going. It's just like you're entering a whole new world.
Absolutely. I also lost it when I saw Mission Space, because not Mission Space. I'm sorry, Spaceship Earth. Because Epcot has my heart. Epcot's my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably say Magic Kingdom, and then Epcot for me definitely is my next one. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you were at Chef Mickey's. Why don't you? Okay, so you could tell us a little bit about the whole reservation system then for restaurants. How
Okay.
did that work out for you?
I really, really love the way they're doing check-in for restaurants right now, and I actually hope this is one change that actually stays.
Mhm.
It's online check-in only right now. Rather than going up to the host stand and then waiting, you check in online when you're nearby the restaurant, and they let you know when your table is ready, and you approach the host stand, and then they just sit you right down. I think that is a really great change, and I really hope they keep it. We checked in for Liberty Tree Tavern, getting in line for Haunted Mansion, and got the message that our table was ready when we exited the ride.
Uh-huh.
It was great.
See, that works.
Stan's living in a dream world.
What's Stan saying here? What?
No.
What? No, he's saying he cries when he sees the big hat at DHS.
No, he'll say, "I'll cry."
Oh, if they put the hat, I get it. He'll cry when I see the big hat at DHS again. Okay, not going to happen. Yeah, it says, Mary's saying check-in sounds good. You always have a long line at Chef Mickey's for check-in.
Definitely. Definitely.
And that's asking, was Chef Mickey buffet or family style? How'd they do that?
It was family style, and there are no characters at all right now. Topolino and Garden Grill have characters that don't stop at your table. They just sort of walk around for you to see. Chef Mickey does not. There are no characters at all, but the price does reflect that.
Okay.
They're doing breakfast only, and it was $25 for adults, $17 for kids, which is unheard of for Chef Mickey.
That's not bad, yeah.
Not at all. That's one of the reasons that prompted me to go see what it was all about now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they do it in sort of sections. The first course that they brought out was fruits and cheeses and pastries. The second course was scrambled eggs and sausage and bacon and that sort of thing. And then they brought out the Mickey waffles.
Well, that's, you got to have the Mickey waffles.
Could they just substitute all three for Mickey waffles if we do it?
He's going to go Mickey waffles, followed by Mickey waffles, followed by some more Mickey waffles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
That's
think
a great plan.
Yeah, and some bacon. Throw the bacon in. Yeah. That'd work. So it sounds like, so maybe, and that's what I like to look at. This whole COVID thing has been, a big downer, obviously, for a lot of reasons. But maybe I always try to look at the bright side of things or the silver lining. Maybe this would be like one of those things that helps improve the way that certain things are streamlined. Who knows? We'll see. But what's that? So Stan's saying that's right, Mary. I won't be crying. And Mary is saying Steve would take syrup with a side of Mickey waffles. Oh man. Okay, so here's another shot, which is inside of. This is like right above Soren, and that whole area. And what is that? Sunshine.
Zillion, yeah.
Yeah, Seasons area, the seating area where you get to eat, looks fairly empty.
Wait, people eat in there?
Oh, we eat.
Since when did that happen?
We always eat in there, except half the time it's hard trying to find a table. But not
Right.
in this picture.
Not right now.
Callum would second the waffles, apparently.
Oh, Callum's our buddy from Southwest England. He's watching. He's actually watching, and it's what time would it be there? 8:36, 11:36. So it's not too late for him yet. We love Callum. He's a good guy. Yeah, no. And one of the questions that it's up here a little higher, but Kim was asking about. I wonder. This is now. I'm wondering. When it gets more crowded, will the waiting times start jumping into the hours? That's a good question. I have to assume that's going to start happening at some point or another. But time will tell.
Yeah.
What on earth did they do?
What's that? Oh, this is the Newcastle coloring.
Why?
You haven't seen it? Really? They did dark blue and sort of a pink top.
But why? Just why?
I don't know. Why'd they do that, Jill?
They did it for the 50th, and I really love it.
See,
Only for the 50th, or
it'll probably stay that way.
I don't know.
At least.
Honestly, that's not a question that I know. I do know that it does not look the same in photographs as it does in person. I saw it in photographs and I thought, oh, what have they done to my castle? But I reserved judgment until I saw it myself. And when I saw it myself, in person, it's beautiful. It really is. Pictures don't do it justice.
Well, you know what? Pictures or real life, anything is better than that cake.
Oh, the cake.
Amen. That cake was terrible.
That was horrible.
And how long was it a cake again?
It was there for a couple of years, I think.
A year or two.
Yeah. We were there when they started. They were about halfway into redoing it. But yeah, Kim's saying that there's so many details you don't notice when it's so crowded. Yeah, I mean, there's so much around the castle that most people overlook
because there's 10,000 people in their way.
Right. Steve says he'll take the syrup mixed with some butter and to drink. Okay. But anyway, so the crowd levels are just amazing. Oh, there you go, in front of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Did you like it? Is it? I know.
I loved the ride. I loved the ride. I thought the ride was adorable.
Was it good? Is it worth it?
I know why Great Movie Ride had to go. I know that it had to, but it will forever hold my heart. And so the fact that that ride is in that building bothers me. But that's just a me thing. The ride itself is great. It's fun. It's got some amazing technology. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't ridden it yet, but it is absolutely worth a ride.
Cool.
Or 2 or 3.
Yeah. So did you guys ride it how many times?
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you got a cute kid there, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Even with the mask on, I mean, And
He's a little stiff.
This is neat. Main Street with the trolley.
Mm-hmm.
And, some of the Pooh characters there. That looks fun.
We really like the little cavalcades. I like it. I prefer it to parades, actually. Because you're not sticking out a spot for a half an hour and you're not wasting a lot of park time when they do it multiple times a day and you catch it when you catch it and it's just a real quick thing and then you move on with your day. And I really enjoyed that. That's
cool. Yeah. We like watching the parades, but there are so many times where it just like you said, you don't want to waste that much time staking out a spot, waiting a half hour, 45 minutes, however long it's going to take. it's just not fun. It's just
No.
not fun.
No.
And I'm posting your thing here real quick. Is this is like I mentioned early on. Jill is from Minnie On Main. You can check out her website. And we're not done with you yet. I just want to pop it up there, make sure people have a chance to look at it. But if you get a chance, minnieonmain.com. She has an article. Basically, it's sort of a Q&A page. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's magic-kingdom-reopening-QA on her site. And it's got a whole bunch of questions and answer sections, and it jumps around to the different parts of the page depending on what you're looking for. So, when you get a chance after the show, make sure you get a chance to take a look at that. And then just, check out her site. And you've got a Facebook page and group?
Yeah, there's a Facebook page, a group. We've got an Instagram and a Twitter.
Okay. And this one, that looks like that's got to be
Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance there. And you can see they look like they've spaced you guys out quite a bit here.
They have. They're taking very few people through. You have your spot on the ground that you stand on, and that's where you're expected to stay. And everybody was in their own little corner of the room, which was nice.
How does Smuggler's Run work?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that was really exciting. I got to go to the media event for Galaxy's Edge opening, and when I did that, I said, I will never, ever get to pilot the Millennium Falcon by myself again. And I was wrong, because it's one party per cockpit now.
I just had to jump back to this picture for John. Got his don't mention the bacon stuff now with Piglet. Anyway, so actually that made it a little better for you then for Smuggler's Run?
Well, see, my son is 5, and he's a Star Wars lover and a little Sith, but we won't hold that against him. But he loves to pilot the Millennium Falcon, and when we're with a bunch of other people, a lot of other people don't particularly love to have a 5-year-old pilot it.
No.
So I didn't feel like a jerk saying no to him or saying yes to him and disappointing the other people in the cockpit with us, because it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he crashed us into everything, it was just me, and I've done it, and I was good with it, and he had a great time. And I liked it. I liked being able to be the only ones in there. That's not sustainable long term. I know that, but now it's great.
Yeah. So that's a little bonus there for you.
Yeah.
At least you can guarantee that you don't get some idiot that doesn't know how to control anything and fails miserably at their job.
Or if you do, it's your own kid and it's okay.
Exactly. And fun fact, when there's a seat that's empty on Smuggler's Run, the computer takes over and does it for you.
Oh.
I think we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that before.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So let's jump over to another one here, because this I thought was interesting because, again, you had that cavalcade with the Pooh characters and other characters, sort of like a quasi parade type thing.
Wait, Wookiee setting on Smuggler's Run?
Oh, I've heard about that, Stan. Yeah, I've heard about the
mean?
Wookiee setting on Smuggler's Run.
Oh.
Yeah, I read that somewhere, Stan. I can't remember what
does
it
that mean?
I can't remember. Stan, you're going to have to fill us in on that there. I do remember seeing that somewhere. Some kind of special code or something you put in, and it's some kind of Wookiee mode or something like that. I think you hear howling or something or doing something. But anyway, I thought this was interesting here with Joy. And, again, they don't have the parades, but they have the characters making themselves available in different ways. This was one of them. What was this going on here?
Over near the Imagination Pavilion, when you're walking in and there's that big grassy area off to the side, they had Joy just sort of frolicking through the flowers there. She was picking flowers, and occasionally she'd stop and wave at us all, and she was just having the best day ever over there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So again, Disney's trying to take a bad situation and try and do some unique things to try and make it a fun experience still.
Definitely. The stepsisters from Cinderella would wave to everyone and make smart aleck comments from the balcony of the castle.
How'd they get in there?
It's really fun. The magic is definitely still there.
That's good. That's good. Because, yeah, I worried about, it would be, I mean, you got to remember the cast members are only human.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to be going through an ordeal with all this happening. And,
Absolutely.
So I try to, I've mentioned this on a few shows previously, please keep them in mind, be kind,
Mm-hmm.
try to talk to them, understand that if they do, maybe they have to be short about something. It's because they have to be a little more stringent right now and they're just doing their job, but keep them in mind, be graceful, show them grace and,
Absolutely.
let them know that you care about them because they really do keep the magic going.
Mm-hmm.
So
That sounds like it would be very hard to pull off since you'd need every single person in one seat and everyone knows what order to do it in.
we're getting the Chewy / the special thing. You have to, before you take off, but after you put on your seatbelts, everyone pushes the buttons in a certain sequence during your flight. Chewy yells at you the whole time. Yeah, that's
Amazing.
There you go. So if you ever
That sounds really hard to pull off.
And then I think we've got one more picture here I wanted to pop up. There we go. My favorite band. Those guys are great. In fact, I've got a video on our YouTube channel with these guys in front of the castle. So did they actually play for you on Main Street then?
They did. They walked the parade route from Frontierland all the way down Main Street, playing songs and waving at everyone. And it really added to the atmosphere. It was fun. They were playing Disney songs, of course.
Yeah.
And it was just a really neat experience to see them. I've never actually seen them before. So I was excited to finally catch them.
And that was weird too, because the first time we ever saw them, it was like, we just, it's like one of those things where you just have to be in the right place at the right time sometimes.
Yep.
And we were just walking by in front of the castle and they just, the Disney Philharmonic, they just marched in there, parked themselves right in front of where we were walking. And I pulled out my video camera real quick and I got pretty much their whole show on video. So that was
fun.
And then I posted that one out there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Mary's posting something about, there's a Attraction Magazine hack about the Millennium Falcon if you want to go out and look at that at some point. And it'd be a little tough to do. You'd have to get everybody involved, but maybe sometime. Maybe next time you can try it. But anyway, are there any other things that stood out for you on this particular trip? Anything that comes to mind that you'd say as a recommendation for people to try to do if they go during this during these special times?
Right. I think my best advice is to not expect anything you've ever experienced before. Flexibility is absolutely key right now. And that's hard for me because I call myself a Disney commando. I can time an itinerary down to the minute.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have an itinerary at all because we had no idea what to expect. And it was just very go with the flow. Everybody seemed to be we're just glad to be here. We're just happy that it's open and we can experience this. And it's not like it was before, but it is still just as magical as it was before. And I think keeping an open mind and being flexible is really important right now. And also, like you said, showing grace to the cast members. Some of them nervous to be there and understandably so. Mm-hmm. And some of them uncomfortable at having to enforce these rules that people don't want to follow. But I will say that we found that everybody did follow the rules for the most part. There's one person I saw refuse to follow the rules, and they did not play around. Security walked them out of the park. They got one warning, and then they were walked out.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they handled it very well.
Well, that's what you got to do. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
You got to try and do what you got to do. So that's good to take. Like you said, they're taking it seriously.
Yes, very.
Mary said, or was asking, did you see any NBA people there?
No, they're all stuck in their
And it'd be
bubble
like about,
somewhere.
that tall.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple
no.
NBA people, and I mean, it's just amazing. They stand next to somebody who's like 6 foot, and they make them look like they're a midget.
Right. Yeah. No, we didn't see any this time. We weren't at any of the hotels that they were staying at anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, who needs NBA people?
Yeah,
anyway?
no.
I'm not a big NBA fan myself, so I don't really care. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, Mary's saying, yeah, that's good that Disney did that, and they're taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's cool. Sounds like your son had a great time.
He did.
He's now the Epcot Pro. He's ridden all the Epcot rides.
Yep. Now, if I can just get him on Space Mountain.
Oh, he hasn't done Space Mountain yet?
No. His first question to me is always, is it a water ride and is there a drop?
Oh, so he doesn't do Splash either?
He doesn't do Splash. We had to skip.
Oh.
I got him on it twice. And after those 2 rides, he's decided that it's just not for him. And I'm
Okay.
not going to be one of those moms that drag him on kicking and screaming. So if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. I want him to try things, but I'm not going to force it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So, yeah, Stan's saying no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no Mickey.
Well,
Amen.
Mickey doesn't wear a shirt, so he can't get in. Also, wait.
Yeah, some of the other characters don't either. There's quite a few.
Donald doesn't wear pants. or
Donald
shoes.
doesn't. Yeah, Donald's a little. Yeah, that's a little flaky there. So I don't know where are you at right now, Jill? You are like in the dark zone there right now.
I am. I went outside so that my son and my husband playing video games wasn't in the background, and it's gotten dark on me.
And it's getting dark out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mary was saying here that did you ride Soarin'? I guess you had to have, right?
Oh yes, we rode Soarin' twice.
And then and John's saying the same thing about Disney. Donald doesn't wear pants, and Mary
true.
said Donald doesn't have pants. True story. Jill's outside and it's getting dark.
Yep.
You know what? And if there's noise in the house, you know what? It doesn't really matter on this show because we have our Jack here. He's our youngest. He's on the spectrum. He's 15. But he'll run up and down the hall and yell and scream during the show. So it's no big deal. It really isn't. In fact, that was my other last question I've got is the TAS. From what I remember, you didn't have to use it, but you said you really didn't have to because the rides and all the lines were pretty quick, but they do still offer it at this point.
Yes, they are offering it. We found that it was not necessary. For us personally, it may be for others, and for those people, it is still there.
Mm-hmm. Which is good. I mean,
Yes.
I always, anytime I can, I always thank Disney for that program because
Absolutely.
it's a life changer. It really is. Families that, have anyone with, any kind of special needs, that is definitely a life changer.
My son has some sensory issues, and sometimes we need to use it, sometimes we don't. But when we do need to use it, it's amazing that it's there.
Right. Yeah. That is an awesome thing that Disney does for special needs families. Can never thank them enough for that. Absolutely.
Right.
Mary's asking about the plexiglass on Soarin'.
Oh, that really wasn't that big a deal at all. It was the way that they did it was there was a piece of plexiglass right in the middle of the glider. And one party would be on one side of the plexiglass and another party on the other side. And you didn't notice it. You didn't notice it at all. It's just like you don't really notice it on Jungle Book either. Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. Yeah.
There is the Jungle Book on there, though.
My brain's ready to go to sleep, I think.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I think we've kept you on a little longer than I think we were planning
Don't
for
worry.
tonight. but
Every single thing on this show is
what?
everyone's ready to go to bed already.
Sometimes he falls asleep almost every week, so
Yeah,
no big deal.
keep saying that. Right, that's
And
true.
Stan says the sun is bright out where he's at right now, but he's a couple hours behind us, so that makes sense. And yeah, Mary is saying that they are doing Daz, and Kim also, yeah, she totally gets it as far as Daz, and Disney just does an awesome job with that. So anyway, Kim, Kim is a good friend of the show. Anyway, we'll talk more with Kim after. But what she's saying, staying solo, really? We're past our summer solstice. Yeah. T9 said she's good until about midnight. So we'll keep you going until then. But anyway, Jill, we really, really appreciate having you on tonight. I know you've got somewhere else you need to be in probably about 5 minutes. So
yeah, I do.
So I don't want to keep you any longer than you need to be here, but we really appreciate you being on. Glad to hear all the feedback and your sounds like a pretty positive experience.
It was absolutely. And thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed it.
Well, we would like to have you on some other time, maybe down the road. Keep us in mind. But,
absolutely.
Everybody out there, just remember Minnie On Main. You can get on her website, which is minnieonmain.com, and you can check out that article that we have posted there. Mary actually posted your link on the comments, so
thank you.
Jump back onto the live stream here at some point, either during the replay. They can go and check that out, and we'll try and post that link after the show as well on our WDWpov Facebook page and group. So again, Jill, we really appreciate having you on tonight.
Yep.
I don't know what else.
Thank you so much. It was great.
Okay. Have a good evening. Have a magical evening, and I'll let you get to your next event that you need to get to. So thank you very much for being on with us tonight.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too. Okay, so that was Jill. Finally, man, you're cold. You are a cold dude, man. So that was Jill Bivins from Minnie On Main. We really appreciate having her on tonight. That was fun. I thought that was fun. Got to see some pictures she posted. If you would like to, after the show, you could always jump over to her Facebook page. And if you're friends with Jill on Facebook, you can also see she has like dozens and dozens and dozens, maybe even hundreds of pictures from this trip that you can check out. So, anyway, I am thirsty. I am really thirsty. Are you thirsty? I'm thirsty. So what do you think? Do you think I need to get a drink of water?
Let's do it.
I really need a drink of water. You can hear it rattling. It's time for the drink. Here we go. This is for you guys. And for me to get my thirst quenched. Gaston. I did way too much talking the last hour, gang. Anyway, so let's jump back to a few comments here. So
Anyway, one more time. Every time you say anyway.
Anyway, I say anyway too much. My wife's in the background yelling at me because I say so anyway.
Do I get a cut?
So anyway. So
Yeah.
anyway.
You keep track, and me and you both charge him.
So maybe the next time one of you guys can count how many times I say so anyway. Okay. That could be a game we play.
No, let's not.
Anyway, so yeah, Mary was saying thanks for joining. And what are you doing?
She's counting.
She's counting? I said it already? Crazy. Yeah, let's get caught up on the comments here so we can move on with the show. See, I didn't say so anyway.
You just said it.
I said it because I did it on purpose. Yeah, I did that too, John. I think I was getting ready to say Kim because I was talking to Kim with her comment, and I meant to say Jill, but that was a good save, wasn't it? Not really. Okay, so I don't know when she's planning on going back. We're gonna have to. Hopefully, maybe she'll get back to back to us on that at some other point. And that says, great segment. Thank you. That was a lot of fun to do. Mary saying thanks to Jill. And Mary's going to go ahead and post that to the group too. She's always right on top of that. Appreciate that, Mary. Stan. So, and Kim, the pool is awesome. We got in the pool on Saturday. It was our first official day. It was just me and Jack. Yesterday, we had some of the grandkids were over. And so my son and daughter-in-law with their kids and Jack and me had a good time. You got to get in the pool. He hasn't been in the pool yet. He's not been in the pool yet. Maybe I'll even find a few pictures I can post, but nah, I'll do that for another time. I do, Mary. I do say anyway a lot. Do you do that too? I'm saying it. If I'm quoting somebody saying it, that's okay. I'm allowed to do it. Stan says never noticed it before, but yeah, you'll notice it more now just because my wife had to point it out. And we'll see. Did we call her Kim like 5 times? Did we do that? I'm sorry, Jill. Okay. Her name's Jill. Why I was saying Kim, I don't know. I had Kim on the mind because she was making some comments. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So anyway, and I did that on purpose just so you can count it.
Yeah, let's just say we always do it on purpose.
This is going to be a fun game. Okay.
But
let's
see.
Is that your thing?
No.
Okay, so we had a lot of fun with that segment. Mary's going to count next week. And Jeff was reading Kim's comments. Yeah, I was reading her comments, and for some reason my mind was like looking at Kim. I saw her name, and I was saying Kim instead of Jill.
What on earth are we talking about now?
I'm going to have to ask her for forgiveness. I'll have to ask Jill for forgiveness. Hopefully she didn't notice as much as all you did, because you guys are a sharp audience. She was probably so engrossed in the process of talking, maybe she didn't notice. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, you were so engrossed in the process of talking, you didn't.
I know. This is tougher than it looks, gang. It really is. Right, Stan? Isn't doing an interview. You're trying to think ahead and listen to the answers and do some follow-up and bringing up pictures and looking at comments and bringing those up, because I'm down to one mouse right now tonight on this computer because I gave my wife my really good wireless mouse for her computer.
Do you want to talk about my mouse? Do you want to tell them how long the computer guy's wife lived with a bad mouse?
The scroll wheel had like a chunk missing from it.
Who chewed it?
It didn't work.
Yeah,
she bit it.
Our granddaughter
3 years,
Tabitha
4 years?
had chewed. She's 7 now, but when she was a baby, she chewed the wheel. She bit a chunk out of it.
It was stuck, so you couldn't move it properly.
So she would be trying to do this with the mouse wheel, the scroll, and it would get stuck every so often. So
every day.
No, I mean every so often when you scrolled. I mean
every so often when you scrolled, when you scrolled,
so Mary
was
wants
every 2 seconds.
Mary wants to know why you haven't been in the pool yet.
Just haven't felt like it.
He just hasn't felt like it.
Yeah, that's why David and you make a good team, right, Stan? Keep telling yourselves that.
See, Stan says he understands. The last anyways were for fun.
How about
Steve wants you to get in the pool. Get in the pool. Get in the pool.
I don't listen to those people.
How about
I don't listen to the computer people.
How about next
Listen to your dad.
How
Computer
about
person.
next week you do a show with Jack?
We could do that. That will add one more layer of craziness to the show.
You're acting like it's so difficult to interview someone.
Thank you, Kim. I try. I do try.
What's the secret?
She said I did great. She was But Amazon, Mary's saying go to Amazon. They have mice. We also have mice in our basement, and sometimes other places we don't like them to be. But that's another story.
Yes, Mary. That might be an accurate statement.
What was the secret?
Stan says that's why David and him make a good team, because it looks seamless when they work together. See, and that's what I said.
Keep telling yourselves that.
clicks on them and stuff like that and tries to keep them going. I should probably give you the mouse. Here, you take the mouse. You go ahead. I'm giving control of the mouse over. I know it's a wired mouse. I got another.
What is that wired thing you have? Right.
I got another wireless mouse somewhere. I got to grab it and hook it up. But
Yes, Mary. Accurate statement.
okay, so
I don't have to listen to you anyway.
he doesn't listen to us either. So yes, John, it is very. It's like a juggling act, and especially
Coming from a professional. So what does that say?
that's right. See, he called you a professional, John. He called you a professional.
I'm
That-
saying it doesn't take very much to be a pro.
So for once, you give somebody a nice compliment, and then you just take it right back.
Oh,
Why-
I didn't give
why-
them the nice compliment.
Why am I hearing some kind of screeching noise in the background?
It's Archie the Scare Pig.
Archie's a scare pig.
Come here.
Ay.
Now I have to start paying.
What's that? He has to start paying for what? You have to wait. Now you have to start paying Marcus. Oh no. He's not the pro yet. We're talking.
What's
He was talking about
because-
John.
Gonna do, Bob? What's laughing because gonna do?
Ooh, Doofenshmirtz and
Where did those?
Perry.
Why is he wearing his lab
No,
coat?
he's not.
Perry the
Please stop.
platypus.
Oh man, nope, never mind. That's Rex.
Wait. Okay, I think the audience is going to dwindle down to about one person.
Why are you catching back up on the comments that I did?
Oh, man.
Yoo-hoo, Harry the platypus. Beep.
I've lost control, gang. I've lost control.
Say out loud to the platypus.
You've lost control.
You will
You.
plan capture-anator.
Seriously? Seriously?
Wow, Stan's really just jumping to conclusions here.
What does
What's the
anator
What's
mean?
Stan saying there? John is the only one in the chat Marcus respects. Why are you laughing?
Oh no, that one interaction, I lost all respect for him when he didn't even know there was a book.
Oh, no. He's getting on your case now, John.
No, Stan just had to bring up the whole respect thing.
Oh, my God.
So
Okay.
I am sorry, guys. I've
yeah,
Will you stop? You're worse than the kids.
Mister, I leave the house and I don't take any kids with me, and I leave my wife home all the time.
Jeez. Oh, no, not you. Help me.
Help him.
Help.
Who do you think? Hi, Mary.
Wow.
Mary says, love the shirt, Jack.
I
Which
can't
one was he
believe he
wearing?
thinks that
I
highly of
missed
my
it.
respect.
It was the Toy Story. It was Woody and Buzz.
John, lots of people I'm sure didn't know that there was a book for the movie. But, it's amazing how many
90% of the movies
Probably
are
most-
built books.
a lot of movies are. Some are done on,
you know what?
some aren't. There are a lot of movies that aren't, but there are a lot that aren't.
But
Yes.
90% of the movies are books.
Well, that's probably
No.
I don't know about 90%, but yes, what? So he's going to try and earn your respect back. Is that okay? Will you stop? Okay. Hamilton.
Oh, great. We get to
Wait,
talk
wait,
about
wait,
Hamilton.
She said, I can't read.
Well, that's because, see, I don't have the mouse.
What's it say?
Who's saying what?
Mary said something about Patty. Hi, Patty.
Tell him, Patty. I don't
Let's
know.
see. Yeah. Mary says, hi, Patty. And tell him, Patty. Tell me what? She's doing this thing in my ear. Can't you hear this thing? Oh, my goodness. It's horrible. Yes. John's waiting for the singing. This is not singing. This is definitely not singing. Okay, so we're going to do, yes, Hamilton, and that we're going to talk Hamilton.
I can't go back.
Okay.
Bob. I just can't go back home.
And Nevaeh just saw you. She is so excited. Oh, no. Here she comes again. I
What's he
just
gonna
got
do,
rid of
Bob?
her.
What's he gonna do?
Okay, I really think those are fighting words.
I
Say,
can't
just-
say
go
hi
back
to
home.
Nevaeh. Say hi to Nevaeh.
Hi,
Come here,
Nevaeh.
Say hi to Nevaeh. real
Tell
quick.
him how hard it is to stay home all of the time.
Yeah. He's clueless. Totally clueless.
Hi,
I'm on,
Nevaeh.
I'm
And
on,
work.
I'm on,
Work.
I'm on furlough this week. So I am home.
No, you walk in and out of the house anytime you please.
Okay. So this is Miss Patty. The show just went up 50% ratings. You joined again.
Thank you. Thank
Mom.
you. They really know
What
how
were
hard
you in
it
my
is.
way for?
So, hi, Nevaeh, how you doing?
Hey, Mom, what were you in my way for?
What was
Is
I
she
in your way for?
standing
Because
there?
my butt is awfully big.
Yes,
And
you
you
heard it
didn't
here,
know-
folks.
I
My
wanna
wife's
get
butt
out.
was too big for
Yes.
Jack to walk around behind her. Here, there you go.
It was too
You just said that on
Really?
what?
Because your butt is
Okay.
too big. That's why, Mom.
I don't know if you heard Jack, but he just repeated that about the butt thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am home all week. I'm home all week this week,
You
Stan.
poor me.
You know what? I don't mind that. It's just, I'm just,
I should show someone funny. I should.
you know what?
show
I'm getting a
someone
lot done
something
though.
funny.
I'm getting a lot done.
Do you think I am?
Yes, you are.
Hey, do they want to see?
Mama
two
Mala
funny
Turno
things?
is the best.
Do they want to see two funny things?
Okay, two funny things from Jack, and then we're moving on to Hamilton. Come on, go ahead. Two funny things. Let's see it. What?
I can't go back home, Bob. I just can't go back home. What's he gonna do, Bob? What's he gonna do?
And what's that from?
Veggie Tales.
Veggie Tales.
That one is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I watched that today.
Okay, not Disney, but it's Veggie Tales. For all you guys out there who love Veggie Tales. Let's see. She says she's good. She did get a haircut, and that made her happy. So she got a haircut. Nevaeh's happy this week. My wife says she still hasn't gotten a haircut. Yeah, were we off last week?
Yes.
Was that last week? What was going on? There was something, probably with the pool. Something was going
No,
on.
wait, wasn't that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. I think last week we were here last week. Just doesn't seem like it. You know what else I just noticed? We didn't have our lights on this whole show. Yes, off the rails, Steve. Always off the rails. You want to catch that one? We were doing the whole show without our lights on. I was like, it's getting dark out. It's getting dark in here.
Okay, just talk about the stupid thing
Okay.
that you watched and fell asleep during.
Okay. Hamilton. Okay, so it's what, 2 hours and 22 minutes, I believe, is the running time for Hamilton.
Approximately 20 minutes of that was enjoyable, and the rest I'm not getting it back.
Really? You think? Well, okay. So John had already alluded to this earlier about his favorite song. We weren't off work last week. No. But some was going on 2 weeks ago, not last week. I remember that. I think it was like the weekend after the 4th of July, and there was a lot going on. So we decided to just go ahead and take a break that week. Last week, Patty hijacked the show. Yes, she did, didn't she? Was that last week? No, was that 3 weeks ago? I don't know. It all rolls together.
Yeah, that was
the week before. That was the week before. So John was saying earlier that he liked King George, the song, King George songs.
I think I've heard almost every single person says they didn't like, who said they really didn't like it that much, all liked King George.
Well, and I think probably us two and John are probably on the same wavelength here tonight because
just everything else in the show seemed to lack talent.
No. I wouldn't say talent.
I'm joking.
I wouldn't say talent. That's not a good way to put it. I would just say, okay, first off, for the show, if you don't have the closed captioning on, you're gonna. Well, I'll speak for myself. I had a hard time following the songs because it is mostly rap, not the entire show, but it's mostly rap, hip hop, R&B, that kind of thing. Not so much R&B, but mostly rap and hip hop. And I personally had a hard time following because they're so quick. I mean, and I think there's a statistic somebody mentioned, my daughter-in-law, I think, mentioned it last night, that this particular play has more words in it than I think any other play because of how rapidly they blast out those songs. You're missing comments here. Come on, keep up with it. People are commenting. So John said that it was meh for him. And
overall, did not enjoy it.
I'm not a big rapper fan. Okay.
Rapper fan.
I'm not a big fan of rap. Wasn't a big fan of disco back in the day. And my third worst favorite is probably country music.
This
okay?
wasn't really a Disney production, was it?
Not originally. No.
So I don't see why it would have any relation to the Sherman Brothers, but
So-
almost all of their songs are good.
So
I'm talking about the Sherman Brothers, not.
Right. Yeah. So John's saying the same thing as far as the captioning. I mean, it went too fast. You had to watch the captioning. But then
You could say that that's something that makes people smart, that they can say those words
Oh,
that
my
fast
goodness.
or understand all of that. But you can also say, if the average person can't understand it, you're probably not doing a good job.
well, then maybe we're just below average. I don't know. But I'm just saying, for me, it was tough. And because of the closed captioning, I'm looking at the words down at the bottom of the screen, watching the closed captioning, and I'm missing, some of the, the dance routines and some of the other talent going on because of it. So you're trying to zone in on the captioning so much that I felt like it took away from some of the enjoyment of just sitting there and watching the play overall. Kim says, Jeff, I totally had you. Whoop, I missed it. I totally had you pegged for a big gangster rap fan. Yeah, that's me. That's me, Jill.
Yeah,
I'll start calling Kim Jill. I'm going to
love-
make up for calling Kim. I'll call Kim Jill instead of Jill Kim.
Yeah, I love all of the rapists out there.
I mean, there's some rap songs I don't mind, but it's just not. It's
Kanye West's
There's-
most recent albums
Oh my
are
goodness,
decent rap.
He's changed quite a bit,
But they are good.
They are pretty good. They are
You
pretty
can
good.
understand them, and they're good.
Yeah. Kim says, I won't be able to keep up in person. That needs to pause a movie every few minutes. Yeah. And Annette's saying, I think the way it was done made the learning experience more fun.
What was the learning experience exactly?
Well, I mean, a lot of people had no idea who I'm Alexander Hamilton. Nobody knew who the guy was. I mean, I knew who he was.
But
I've taken history.
they've said
and
it's
stuff.
not completely historically accurate either.
Right. And I think you could say that about just about any play that's based off of some historical figure, that it's not going to be and even movies. Movies take some liberties. They add some scenes in that didn't really happen. They might expand on something that was in a historical writing and just sort of add maybe a character or lines or things that, you don't know for sure were said one way or the other. Steve says, I like Gangster's Paradise by Coolio. There you go. But yeah, so I mean, I'm sure they took some liberties. We know there were some things in it that weren't historically accurate, but I was surprised at how much of it was. I mean, going into it, I didn't think it would be as historically accurate as they did it.
Now you had a bunch of people from history that I even didn't even know about.
Right.
But
the
also,
core group of those four guys, with Hamilton there.
But then also, I really didn't pay much attention to that history.
Wait, this is the homeschool kid saying he didn't pay attention to history. Did you hear that, Patty? Your kid's saying he didn't pay attention to history.
Yes, I literally said that before.
I think you're going to have to redo the history lessons with him. You just messed yourself up there, man.
I don't care if you said that. Most kids in grade school don't.
Well, he's not in grade school. He's in high school.
He can run circles around most people when it comes to sports.
Oh yeah, World War II. I could take anyone on.
He is. He's very good at World War II history. If you ask
Germany,
him-
not the major superpower you thought, because they took so many materials and made so few things out of them.
they made some really good things, but not enough.
But they
of them.
changed them so much
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah. What's Mary saying there, Marcus? You're probably more familiar with history. Yeah, summer school. He does history in school pretty much all the time. All the time.
No, I don't know what book it's based on. Probably called Hamilton, I'm guessing.
That's a good question. What is the book it's based on? Because see, now I'm like John here. I don't know. What book was this based on? I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Based on the fact that it's history and not just folk tales or an actual just story someone came up with, you don't assume it's based on a book. You just assume it's based on history.
I don't know. So that's a good question to know. So Mary, if you know what the book is that.
Bottom line, King George was fantastic. Talk about spit.
Yeah. Okay, here, yeah, talk about spit. Oh my goodness.
Literally every person that I know who has seen it have all basically said that King George was one of the best parts of it,
Okay.
if not the best.
Okay,
part of it.
let's
The book
admit
was
it.
called Alexander Hamilton. Wow, clever name.
That is some book title there. Yes. So, okay. So, like I said, rap not my favorite. But I did enjoy some of the songs. I'm going to say I did enjoy some of the songs, some of the tunes.
I did not like a majority of the rap or almost most of the music that was not King George. There was a couple songs here or there that
yeah, I
mean,
some of the songs were like, they had sort of repeated throughout the show, and I like the tunes and I like how they brought that together. But yeah, come on, let's all admit it. King George, come on, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. And then, like you said, the spit. I mean, that one scene. I mean, he's just like you can't reenact that tonight. That would not be very social distancing wise or anything
in the
like
same
that.
house.
Yeah, not in the same house. You can't spit. That's not a good thing.
It's cool that everyone is talking about a city in Ontario. What?
Which city are we talking about? I don't know.
I noticed the spit.
Yeah, John noticed the spit. That
In
was
4K.
4K spit.
You feel like you knew the songs and it was your first time seeing it.
Mary, that's the weird thing. There were a couple of songs, some of the rap ones, but especially the King George song that will be reenacted tonight.
The show should have been about the accomplishments of his wife,
Eliza.
Mm-hmm.
Eliza Doolittle. No, that's a different movie. You'll have to do a little bit of studying on that. Yeah, because she did after his death. Even she did some things that sounded pretty amazing.
They talked about that.
The orphanage.
They talked about that.
Yeah, they did toward the end of the movie, real quick. But yeah, Hamilton, Ontario. Oh, that place, Hamilton, Ontario. Yeah, that's near Toronto. I believe we drive through Hamilton on our way to get to Toronto. It's been a while since we've been there, but yes, Hamilton, a wonderful town to drive through.
At the end it did.
What's that?
At the end it did.
Well, don't
talk
just say
about
it.
that.
You got to click on it. Yeah. So Mary, she's agreeing that they did bring up some of those accomplishments.
The few things I didn't enjoy.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear your take on this.
Okay, pretty much anytime King George was on screen, anytime he said any single word, it was good.
Okay, who was King George? I know everyone knows who King George was.
Who he is.
Who was King George?
Jonathan Groff, also known as Christoph.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down, the best part of the show. I've listened to that song so many times now.
He's listened to it over
too many times
and
now.
over and over. And now, see,
that is a testament to how good it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
That one particular song.
Yeah.
There were a couple other songs here and there that were like, okay, these are tolerable. These are catchy in some ways. Then everything else was just, I did not care for it.
Well, here's the thing.
I hated how they dropped language repeatedly.
Yeah, he's not into the language. And as a family, we're not into the language.
The most language I've ever done is the occasional Marvel movie.
Yeah, there are a few.
And I don't enjoy hearing it in those either.
What's going on with these comments here? This one sort of just, at the end they did. And Kim saying, did you guys see Maleficent, Mistress of Evil?
Yes.
It
was so bad.
Mistress of Evil. Yes, we have seen that movie.
John agrees with me. Wow.
This is amazing, John.
I think he's just trying to get my respect. But
no,
there
I
was
think
one.
He's legitimately agreeing with you. Guys are agreeing with each other.
Was,
this is scary. This is very scary.
There was one other part right at the end that I thought was interesting because almost nobody ever talks about history in this way. When you have Aaron Burr monologuing about how he is just now considered a bad guy because of what he's done.
Well, he sort of killed Alexander Hamilton. That's not a good thing.
But do we really know if he wanted to actually kill him? Sure, they agreed to have a duel. But did he actually want to do it? Right.
See, and okay, here's my little.
They had been friends over the years.
John says he legitimately agrees with you. He's not just kissing up.
They had been friends. They had large disagreements ideology-wise.
Yeah. He seemed to keep one-upping Burr throughout history or throughout their lives.
I should watch the Comedy Central celebrity roasts. I've seen the Dean Martin celebrity roasts. They're amazing.
Yeah, the Comedy Central roasts are just a tad different, I believe.
Dean Martin celebrity
old
roasts.
Dean Martin celebrity hosts, but
nothing's off limits.
but they keep it clean as far as the language. Now
Mhm.
now there's a lot of innuendo, but they don't really swear, or if they do, they bleep it out during those shows. But yeah, so I think we all agree King George, hands down, was the best part of the show. I mean, it was just funny. It was just
There was
cool.
only his song has almost nothing offensive in it.
no.
Only the third one, I would say, because of
Where he
the
says
way-
something about JC or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. That's but that's not
that's not even that
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
though? I
it's
don't
not
know.
really swearing. That's not swearing. That's just
Is that taking the Lord's name in vain?
I don't know.
Does
the
that
way
count?
the way he says it, maybe not, probably not. But I'd have to look at the wording again. But anyway, see, there's another. But anyway, I didn't say so anyway. I just said but anyway.
You've said that a lot too.
I do say but anyway. So, do you have any other comments? What would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down or just a lukewarm?
Something can be bad, but still have good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I did not enjoy it that
Okay.
much.
Okay. Would you watch it again? Or would you just go on
Mm.
YouTube and watch King George sing over and over?
Yeah, that probably. But I've heard people have watched it like over 3 times now. Like what?
That's a lot of time of your life. I mean, that's
Yeah.
2 hours and 22 minutes,
Like,
3 times.
The Disney Plus one, 3 times already.
Oh, yeah.
On Disney Plus 3 times.
Well,
Why?
at least they didn't see it 3 times at an actual theater and pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars, or maybe even thousands, depending on the seating. But okay, so Annette looks like she's giving it
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Let's see what is it. Yeah. So anyway, count 3. Yeah, Annette's giving it a couple of thumbs up. She obviously enjoyed it.
You know, I can respect people's opinions.
Well, no,
I just think
mean-
I'm inherently right. Objectively, I am right about this.
Okay, so you respect people's opinions, but you're always right. Is that it? Is that how it goes?
Mhm.
I will have to admit, we watched it. We started watching it. What was it? A
You got-
Saturday night?
You guys
Was
all
it-
fell asleep.
Well,
Yes.
it was a Saturday night.
Mm.
It was Friday or
Was it?
Saturday night.
I think it was Friday.
Might have been a Friday.
I don't know.
It was midnight. We started watching it at midnight. So that means we were going until 2:30 roughly in the morning. And I have to admit, after the first part of the
2:30
show,
in the morning.
yeah, 2:30. Because it's over. It's about almost 2.5
Oh.
hours. I have to admit,
We started at 11:30.
no, it was
So
closer to 12.
It was 2 by the time it ended.
Okay. Anyway, I was tired.
Lots of people only got Disney Plus because of Hamilton. Well, they're wasting their money.
Man, and that says she's a Broadway baby. And yes, yeah, Disney Plus. Well, it's
Not yet, but you plan to. Okay, Stan.
what's that? He doesn't plan to what?
What he plans to watch Hamilton.
Oh, okay. So you haven't watched it yet? Wow. Yeah, John says he watched part one day, and it came out. And then
Did you
the
stop
second
at the
half
intermission?
4 days later? Yeah. So the intermission. So
Is a
anyway,
minute
count 4.
long.
So if I keep saying so anyway, count as Stan keeps counting. Does that mean that he keeps
Quite a
adding to it?
conundrum, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's almost like when you refresh a video of yourself or refresh a video on YouTube,
Mhm.
and the number goes up by 1, and then you refresh it again.
Every
it
time
goes
I
up by
refresh
another,
the page.
and you refresh.
Yes,
it
he
again.
stopped at the intermission.
Yeah. And yeah, so we got to the intermission. The part about halfway past the intermission and the end of the show, that's when I fell asleep a little bit. I was sort of drowsy, going in and out.
How long is the show? 2.5 hours, Stan.
2 hours and 22 minutes, I believe, is the
I
actual
sat through
runtime.
all of Endgame
But so we
and
got.
didn't feel like
I
it was
got
that
drowsy
long.
toward the second half of the show. I
No,
fell
no,
asleep.
wait.
I missed the duel.
Yeah, and you missed King George the third time.
I missed King George the third
But
time, and I missed the duel.
I sat through Endgame, which was 3 hours long,
Mhm.
and we'd stayed up in the early morning to go see that in theaters.
Oh, that's right. We saw that like around 1:30 in the morning or something like that.
And we drove.
Really
long.
Drove an hour to get there. Yeah, that
but
was a long night.
That did not feel like it was 3 hours long.
Mary says it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So,
basically a half hour.
Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah,
I'm just saying that did not feel like it was 3 hours long.
Oh, Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That went by pretty quickly. Stan says that's not that long. Okay, so as promised, does anyone want to hear? Now we don't have music to accompany this. We don't have music. It's all going to be a cappella.
I'm just gonna say I cannot hit that note at all. You heard it, right?
He's got most of this memorized, but I have the words here just in case. This is dry run. Never sat down and did the whole song before. You've sort of sung along with the video on YouTube, but he has not done this. This is completely cold turkey, crash and burn, or greatness. One or the other is going to happen here. We're not sure what, but that's just, that's sort of what our show is all about. We do the live stream stuff, and Mary did it at 3 a.m. viewing as well, early in the morning. We do live streams, and John, you can attest to this now too, that you've been doing these for a couple of months. It's like walking a tightrope some nights. You don't know what's going to happen. You could slip up, and the whole thing can just, you can just crash and burn in front of, however many people are watching you. So, okay, you ready? Are you ready? We're
not really, but I'll do this anyway.
See, I can't even hum the tune along with you at this point. So you're on your own here.
And the feedback is delayed. Yes.
Yes.
From people.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. About 20 to 30 seconds. And he's just burping. He just burps.
I'm sorry. I got to get it out.
He's got to get the burp out. I don't blame you. Get the burp. Do you need a drink? You good? You need to clear your throat? I feel like I need to clear my throat just to listen to him sing.
Coke water.
Okay. I'll let you slide right in front of the mic here.
Only this time, Marcus, right? So I said so anyway, apparently.
It must be hereditary.
No, it's not.
Okay. You ready?
No, I'm not.
I can move the words here too.
No,
let me show you. So there's all the words. I don't know if that's the actual whole song. Does it look like it's the whole
That's
song?
the first one. Yeah.
The first
so
song.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You're doing the first song.
Let's do this stupid thing.
I can do that.
Right, Annette. What are you doing?
I'm just getting you warmed up. Go ahead. He's got to get psyched up. He's got to get psyched up for this. Okay. Getting psyched up. You got some people that are going to sing along with you in the background. We won't hear them, but they're going to sing along. And Stan says, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay. You ready?
Still no. I'm not.
You can do this. I know you can.
Yes, I've done stuff before. Does that mean I can do it now?
No, I don't know.
Just feels uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable.
Because there's no music. And that's
Yeah.
what I was trying to say. If you don't have music, it's sort of, so you got to sort of think of the music in your head, get ready.
Dun, dun.
If you want to walk in like
dun,
King George, you could do that too.
Dun, dun. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, would you hurl in the sea when you see me go by? Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. I can't.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet, submissive subject, my loyal, royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had, 'cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 da.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I am impressed.
I cannot hit that one note. That is literally the only note he sings that I could not hit at all.
You did great. I have to shake your hand. That was great. Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, now John says that was pretty great. Yeah. You got a professional saying you were pretty great. Although
A professional what?
I've never heard John. I was going to say I've never heard him sing, so I can't say he's a professional singer.
Yeah,
but,
professional what?
you know, vlogger, blogger,
Huh?
all that good stuff.
Play the piano too.
Influencer.
I have a career.
Yeah, we're going to have a piano moving in here. It's actually in the other room. Well, actually, the piano is going to be here, but we won't be.
Well,
We're-
right
we're-
now, no.
yeah.
Well, you'll be right here for now.
Yeah, so this is going to be weird because we're going through a lot of moving and jumbling around of our house. Wait, hold on. You're missing some of these comments here. Stan says bravo.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for that.
A professional
Mary says that was good. John says a professional comedian, but I am not joking about that.
Well,
So,
even that's debatable, I guess.
Marcus should sing every week. We try. We do. We try to. He's sung a
No,
few times.
He can do other songs.
Well, we do sing MICKEY at the end of every show, almost every show, because we've had a couple of exceptions. But we have done MICKEY almost every show. Almost. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Did you like doing that? You've got a good singing voice. I mean, it's
I love
tough.
when you guys do the Milan one.
When what?
You guys, the three of you do the Milan one.
The three of us
Yeah, we got to get you outfits.
do the Milan one.
Yeah, make a man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to sing that some night. What are you talking about? Melissa too,
No.
or Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, we Mulan. You know the one song. Make a man out of you. That's one of our favorites. And yeah, maybe we'll sing that again sometime. What do you think?
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? But we also had a.
This song is better than every other song in the entire play.
Who said that?
Me.
Oh. I thought you were reading someone's comment.
Yeah, that song is better than the Not Giving Away My Shot song. Yeah, that got a little repetitive, I thought. Not going to give shot. Not giving away my shot. That's over and over. That was a little, not giving away my shot. That's how they did it.
I try to block it out of my memory, I think.
And that unfortunately that song has stuck in my head quite a bit. But it is what it is, I guess.
Oh, I hate when you say that.
I do too. I just said that because my wife's sitting right over here and she likes to say it is what it
I
is.
say it twice a year.
Now he wants us to do Take Me Back to Walt Disney World. I don't think we've worked on that one, Stan, but that is a good song. You and the Goff Stock group there. That's always good. They did a song. They made it song. They made a song, wrote a song, sung a song.
Oh, Marcus has a
It's been in the top 20 for a few weeks, a month or something. We've got a few.
Which one?
We've got a few parody songs that we've.
Do that.
Which one? We
There's two that I'm thinking
I
of.
have a
It's
parody
the one that I
song.
did with you specifically, right?
I
thought we were talking about the
DuckTales.
other one
Yeah.
that I came up when I was alone with you.
between now and next
No,
week,
the other one
we'll try
that
and
I came up
finish
alone
our
with you.
DuckTales song. Okay, it goes, DuckTales. Ooh.
Yeah.
We're going to sing that one next week. We don't have it ready yet, but we have part of it ready. Every day they're out there making duck turds. Ooh. That's just a little piece of it. So you get an idea of the highbrow level of
My
that song.
inspiration was seeing ducks that had pooped while we were waiting for lunch reservations.
Yeah. Which, where were we at Disney?
Plaza Restaurant.
Plaza Restaurant. And there were some ducks pooping, and that sort of spawned the Duck Turds song. So we've got some verses done on that one. We're just going to have to sit down for about an hour or two and knock that one out, and we'll try and sing you
He
our
likes his other one better.
Duck Turds rendition maybe next week or the week after. Let's see. I'm jumping away here. Yeah, it was number one for quite a while, and I think it was in the top 20 here for the last week. No. The Take Me Back to Walt Disney
What
World.
charts are they talking about?
I'm not really sure. What chart was that exactly, Stan? Because
Parody songs or
no,
Disney parody
it
songs?
wasn't necessarily
Or
a parody song.
Jeremy
though.
Goff songs.
Yeah, the Goff Stock Jeremy song. No, it was.
What were these charts?
It was
Stan?
on some
Were
chart.
they the Stan charts? If so, that's not saying much.
Man, you're brutal. You are brutal.
He's had a rough few weeks.
Yeah,
Did you tell them about your goat today?
yeah. He had a bad day with his goat today. It was.
It's every day he goes
He's
out.
he's had something. His goat was sick today. It's one eye is watering, and it was some kind of cold or infection of some sort. So yeah, it's been bad. The acoustic category. There you go.
Of what?
Like Jeremy, who does acoustic.
But of what?
What do you mean?
Out of what?
Out of what? I don't know.
Just people doing acoustic.
Is this Amazon acoustic category, Apple iTunes?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stan.
The Stan Solo acoustic category.
Is that
Oh,
what
there
he
better
said?
be a
No,
parody
it was-
song category.
No, I don't think it was. No, because it was sort of it started off, they were talking about it being like a parody song, but it really wasn't. I mean, it was more of I don't know what you would call it. It was,
Wait.
it was definitely not like a Weird Al Yankovic kind of song.
Wait.
Yes, what?
I just gotta do this real quick, and then you can go back to what you're doing.
What's that?
The other King George.
Oh,
song.
we're
the
doing-
second King George.
We're
song.
doing a second King George song. Ooh, I wasn't expecting this. I really wasn't. He just pulled up the words for the second King George song. Okay, you ready? I'll back off.
They say the price of my war's not a price that they're willing to pay. Insane. You cheat with the French, now I'm fighting with France and with Spain.
Spain.
I'm so blue. I thought we made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine to subdue. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome. Wow. Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 da. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da. You're on your own.
I think that means he's leaving. Nice way to work that in there. He just abandoned me. We're almost done anyway.
We're all abandoned.
I know my whole family's abandoning me. I'm just anyway.
How many printers do you think I found in the office?
How many printers did you find in the office? We're cleaning out this office. It's a long story. But anyway, Stan says that soundclick.com, there were over 152,000 in that songs in that category. So very impressive, actually, very impressive. That it stayed at number one and then up in the top 20 as long as it has. So that's pretty cool. That is really cool. How many printers did you find in that office? Is this like a riddle?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know the one because I know it's there. I know the other one,
Desk.
the one on the desk, the color printer, the photo printer that we haven't used for a long time. There's the big one that I'm trying to fix for possibly a customer that's still sitting there. That's two.
That's good. No, all of those printers have to go.
Okay, so that's two printers. We're up to two. How many?
Oh, I found 3 more.
3 more printers buried in there? That's got to say something about how much stuff you have in there.
No.
I'm arguing with my wife off camera. If you're going to argue with me, you got to come on
They
camera.
were hidden under things. I think you intentionally put them under things so you didn't have to get rid of them.
No. Yeah, Mary says most printers are such junk nowadays. And they are. But we do have a couple. The one printer is a photo printer, and it's actually very good. I just need to get it back into our network. And the other printer is one for a potential customer. See, okay, even John says, I got to argue on camera, please. You can't argue off camera. It doesn't work. I'm looking over here. Nobody can see what I'm, the eye contact, we lose all that stuff. If I could describe the looks I'm getting right now. She's doing this. She's doing this. She's bouncing her knee, which means she means business.
Maybe we should have a segment that's entitled "Reasons Why Patty Won't Go to Disney with Jeff."
Oh man. Yes, Mary, I am IT, and it won't be tough for me to do it. It's just an older printer, and it'll take a little bit. The one in there, that color printer with the
It's
photo
not working.
not working at all. It needs some ink.
No.
I'll get it working. Don't worry, I'll get it working. Let's see what's Stan saying now. Now they know how many printers it takes to fill that room. Okay. Steve says off camera doesn't matter to him. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't. Jeff automatically wins unless you're on camera. She's on camera, so I got trouble going here, John. I got trouble going here now. Better stop that while you aren't getting hit with things. Try and plug it back in. Yes, turn it on and off. That's
Okay.
always good. That's always a good thing. Always works. Yeah, see, yeah, lots of excuses. Always. No, it is. It's an older printer. It's been sitting in there.
What about the other 3?
And if you want it working, I will get it working. I can do
Well,
that.
we have to move everything out of that room. So,
Yes.
like, we have a couple days because the room has to be painted.
Really? I just
Really?
work on the pool for how many weeks?
I don't care.
I get it work. I get the pool going, and now I got to do this. I
Yep.
got painting to do.
Yep.
I hate painting. I think we should wallpaper the room.
Nobody wallpapers anymore. Wallpaper.
She was always the wallpaperer. I was the painter. So whenever we were doing a room in the house, I was
Why
always
is
like,
your monitor going to sleep?
because that's that computer. That's a different computer. These are this computer. That's that computer. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just text me that. I've got some paperwork to do. Let's see here. Yeah, what are we cleaning out? Do you want to explain what's going on?
Not really, because I'm in denial.
Marcus is in denial. He says he doesn't want to explain. He's in denial. So
What is going in the room? Well,
what is going in the room? More
so
like
it's an
who is going in the room?
It's an office, and so my mother. Try kicking it, the printer? No.
He's not talking about your mother. He's talking about the printer. Steve is as a last, although that could fit.
So
try kicking.
So my mother has been with my sister for the past 4 years. And
yeah,
so
1800s wallpaper, so 1800s.
Yes.
Oh man.
So I have to leave. I'm incredibly tired. You agree to share. Everyone says I read like Jack.
Thanks, Annette. Get some sleep. And enjoy your week.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
So we're getting it ready for my mother to come and stay for a month.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
So.
Yes. 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 Yes, we are. So the office that we were cleaning out, I was hoping so we could move our studio, our dining room, professional studio over there. Is not happening, but the piano from over there in that office / studio room is coming in this room, in our dining room. I don't know how we're going to fit it. If I could turn this thing around and show you.
I want to change this table.
She wants to take this table out of here. So I'm going to have to reset all this stuff up.
How many monitors do you think he has right here? Right here. Let's take a guess.
They probably know. They probably know. If they've watched the show before, they probably know.
How many monitors?
Guess how many monitors on this computer? Now I've got another computer over here, but
no.
Computer.
How many monitors on my dining room table?
Oh, you're going with the dining room table altogether? Well, that's no fair. What's we had to get wallpaper off. Oh, getting wallpaper off is horrible. We're still trying to get wallpaper out of our out of Marcus and Jack's room. Bad. I mean, it's months worth of scraping and steaming and all that.
And we keep giving up. You haven't done any of it.
Mary says she's sorry.
For which one? Okay, so what we're thinking how many months? So we're probably
1 month, we think. 1 month.
Well, no, it would probably be back and forth. Maybe more.
Yes, Stan, she does. She is a connoisseur of broken printers.
My mother's 91.
Mary says 4 monitors. Ding, 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 ding. You are correct.
Mary,
you are correct.
You're correct.
Yeah, we've got one here that we sort of watch you guys in the comments come over here on StreamYard. And down here on this monitor, right down here below, general stuff. We'll have Facebook open. We can see the comments over here as well coming from Facebook. Sometimes we'll pull a screen up over here, like the words to the songs that Marcus just
did. 4 monitors, and I had a broken mouse for 5 years.
And then over here, monitor number 3. This is where I usually share things like, Minnie On Main or slideshows or things I want to pull up onto the show. And then over here, monitor number 4 is on a separate laptop computer.
What was that?
Over there.
Could be worse. I have 5.5. Okay.
Steve thought 6. That was close.
No, so it was 4.
And Stan says, yeah, it could be worse. I have 5.5 frogs on our dining room table.
Well, okay, that needs some explanation.
Oh, man. Mary says, I'm sensing some fairness issues.
Oh, me too.
I gave her my professional grade
After
mouse.
5 years.
I've been telling. Okay, we're not arguing. We're just having fun.
Oh, he's don't. We are arguing.
Nice. Steve says you would think Jeff would want to get rid of the dead mouse after 5 years. What's this? What are we looking at?
What is that?
I
Okay.
don't know. I'm not sure.
What
is this?
Kermit?
Yeah, Kermit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm making frog puppets.
Yeah.
That's cool, Stan.
Yeah. Stan he's got Well,
Here, have her look.
frog after frog after frog he's been making.
Oh, it's King George.
Oh, wait, no. Serious?
Yes.
Wait,
Can
are you serious?
lighten it so they can see
Yeah,
it?
lighten that up if you can, just a hair.
So he's playing
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, and he made his. Did you already have that outfit?
Amazon mice. So yeah, Marcus has been playing.
Well, what's that? Amazon has mice.
She's been saying, she said that earlier in the
Oh,
show.
oh,
I think Steve or
The thing
or-
is, I would never. That's not an area that I would ever handle
but it's taken care of now.
because I yelled.
No, you didn't yell.
What did yell?
No, you didn't. She did not yell. Here we go. Okay, so Marcus playing Animal Crossing has
King George.
changed his character slightly. There we go. Da 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 ya, da. King George from Hamilton.
Or Real Life, as we like to call it.
Yes, Marcus as King George playing Animal Crossing.
Well, but what's it say?
She says, if I had your dress, I could take care of it.
Of what? Which
I guess your mouse or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Excuse
maybe if she had my address, she could come and get her prize too.
Sitting over here. I am on furlough this week, so I guarantee you this is a guarantee. All the prizes that are sitting over here are going out this week, and I will wipe them down. I'll wear gloves and be as
Oh no, he'll
COVID-
cough all over
COVID
them and send you COVID.
wear a mask and be as COVID conscious as I possibly can. They are going out this week. I guarantee it. That is
Oh.
going to happen. So maybe there'll be a return address on the packages, Mary. So then you'll have an address finally. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she wasn't going to
I'm weary.
She wasn't going there.
I am weary. Send RC on his way, and maybe he will roll to me. Oh,
Yes. Good old RC.
I can't. So I still haven't gotten a haircut. No haircuts for me. And
But your hair looks nice. You've had some really good hair days. I got to admit.
not today.
I don't know about today, but you've had some really nice hair days.
And so I did. I took. Have you seen my daughter's take on? I cannot. On the Animal Crossing folks.
Actually, yes, I have seen some of those posts. I was telling Marcus about that the other day. I mentioned something about that. I said, yeah, Stan's daughter has been doing these Animal Crossing pictures, and he had done. Oh, what was it? What was the game? What's the game? Zelda. He was doing some, I think, Zelda characters. So it made me think about that, Stan. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And, Stan's daughter's been doing Animal Crossing ones. So, yeah.
Okay, so today,
nice looking drawings too, by the way.
Today I took Jack and Marcus to the eye doctor, and that was so wonderful. They did not make Jack wear a mask. But he still is so upset when he sees everyone else in a mask. But I'm losing it too, Patty. Steve is fine and doesn't mind that he hasn't left the house since March
12th.
He really has not left since March 12th. Oh, Steve.
Yeah, and Stan is saying his daughter does these pictures she's been doing one a day. That's
So-
a lot of pictures.
12th. Okay. Jeff, there's still a pin set you were supposed to give away for the sharing and joining the YouTube page.
I know.
He is.
That one I still have to collect because we were going to give that away based off of sharing and stuff, which I sort of stopped midpoint. So I got to reboot that, see what other people can, want to join in on that one. And then that one will go.
So I have a lot of work to do.
Do you?
Yes, I have to.
I didn't forget, Steve. I know. Whoops.
Nevaeh wants to go to the eye doc. Well, Jack didn't want to go to the eye doctor. And from the moment we walked in, he was whining, crying. And then when they didn't tell him they were puffing air in his eye.
Yeah, come
they
on.
only puffed air in one eye.
You got to do the warning before you puff the air, eye doctor. Come on.
It wasn't
It was the assistant or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, especially with a kid, especially with someone with special needs that, isn't expecting it, let them know there's going to be just a little puff of air. Won't be a big deal. You know, come on. Jeez. I can't believe they did that. Let's see.
Steve.
Hasn't left the house since 3:12. Not even a car ride. Wow.
Oh, Steve.
And he's watching. Why is he paying attention to us? All we're doing is probably making it worse. Stan says, now that Mary is an admin, she's no longer eligible to win no
No,
prizes.
it's only related to us. Anyone can win that's not related to us. Well, even if they're related, I don't even care.
Yeah, right. That's good stuff.
I have taken Nevaeh for walks around the neighborhood, so he
There
has
you
laughed.
go. See, that's not so bad. And playing kickball in the front yard. I remember you were doing that during one of the shows. I think on and off during one of the shows. That was cool. So he's had a kidney transplant in '84, immune suppressed, high risk. So yeah, that's got to be tough. Being out in this mess right now. So
Stan and Mary are now fighting.
Better safe than sorry.
Stan and Mary are fighting. Look what you started.
She did, Stan. It was well before the admin thing.
Look what you started.
Gosh.
I am weary.
I am weary too.
I don't know why you're weary.
It's been a long day, a long couple of weeks working on the pool and doing all that stuff. That was a lot of work in 90+ degree weather. I was sweating like a pig. I was. I just got to stare.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say because I get up before you most days. I go to bed after you most days.
They're not fighting.
Oh, well, that's so nice that you don't fight.
They're not fighting. No, they're good. They're good. And we all joke with each other. Everybody,
we're fighting.
We're fighting, but everybody else we're just joking around with. No, Patty is frozen. Yes, she was. You're just sort of like, she was just giving me the stare down. That was, so maybe it looked like the video was frozen there. Let's do that again.
Jeff isn't.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird video. It was like half the screen got stuck. You know what else I want to do? This is another one of these items I want to do on the show. I'll just leave it. I'll do it as a surprise on a future episode. I'm not going to mention it yet. Sorry. That's a little teaser.
He's going to forget.
I will forget. No. This one I've had in my mind for a while now.
He will forget.
Something else I've wanted to do. I've done the green screen. I've done this.
Dentist
I've done
appointment tomorrow.
Does she have a dentist? Does anyone know if my wife has a dentist appointment tomorrow? Let's see. Yeah, Stan says Mary knows that most of the stuff I type is just a bad joke, not a funny joke, but still a joke. And T9 is saying, let's see, I've been all over Northeast Indiana, parts of Ohio, and I'm sad because I can't go to Texas or Florida or Alaska.
Why can't you go to Texas, Florida, or Alaska?
I mean, I understand. Well, I don't know. It's a good question. Why can't you go there, T9?
You could go. Just go.
You just go through Ohio.
And then
we'll meet you in Canton, which is about 45 minutes from here.
You know what?
We'll
jump
in your RV or whatever vehicle you're driving, and we'll head down to Florida.
Tinseltown in Canton isn't open.
It's not open.
I got online. It's not open.
It was open around 4th of July, I thought.
Did you ever get online?
I got on their website and it said they were going to be open on July 3rd.
They said they were going to be open, but we never checked to see if they were open. Apparently, they postponed it.
Oh, no.
And Boardman isn't open.
We've been trying to get
If
Jack
you want
to
to
the
talk
theater.
about a fight, bring up NBA and have Steve argue with me about restaurant names. That went on for days. No, we fight about really important things.
Neither of us like the NBA, so that we're okay on. We're 100% on that one. Let's see. Mary said, I didn't realize that Alani was closed. Oh, Alani's closed. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, why would they? Well, I guess because people aren't traveling as much, so they figure it's probably not worth having it open. Steve says, I think you have to quarantine each spot you go for 14 days. I know Florida was doing that with New York, I thought. New York, New Jersey. But I thought they lifted that. But then New York and New Jersey sort of did a turnaround and did that for Florida.
I don't
so
know.
if you went back from Florida to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, I think they were saying you had to be quarantined. So it's all confusing. Yeah, she thinks she needs an RV if she ever wants to travel. We've never had an RV.
There's a reason.
You wouldn't want an RV.
No.
She likes
The library is not doing
hotels.
any in-person programming before January 4th, 2021, which I don't
Wow.
understand. I mean, people keep acting like this thing is downgrading.
parts of the country it is, parts it isn't, but it's like
No. They're saying even the parts that are surging, it's not as severe.
Right.
But I don't know. Who knows any of this? None of
I'm
us
just
know.
surprised though at a lot of the things that are saying they're canceled, because there's a place called Oh Wow downtown in Youngstown here, and it's like a hands-on science center type thing. Hands-on, that's the key word there. It's hands-on science center, all these cool displays and things. But I think they already announced they're not reopening until like March, April, May or something of 2021. So it's like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Stan said last week they were close to 0 active cases and went 13 days without a new case. Now we are the hotspot of Western Canada. And the thing is, I'm almost tempted to tell everyone quit getting tested. Unless you're really sick, just don't get tested.
I think that the swabs have the virus on them. So when they test you, you catch it.
Okay, because my parents told me I wasn't welcome. Florida is too hot to wear a mask, and I don't have time to be quarantined for weeks.
Yeah.
And Alaska is too far to drive, and Ed won't fly with the virus. I ordered new glasses today, finally.
What does that have to do?
Because I can't read. Here is the problem with my glasses. Okay, so I have to do this because the line for the bifocals, it stinks getting old. The line for the bifocals is so far down that I have to look up like this. And then I look really stupid doing this all the time, like, looking up. So they put my line up higher on the new one so I can see. I'll probably have to get a pair to drive and stuff. A different pair,
maybe,
but we'll get these and see.
Yeah, Stan's mentioning about the Canadian border, U.S.-Canada border being closed, which obviously you can't get to Alaska without driving through to Alaska. I mean, I suppose you could.
People are flying all over the place.
But you just said Ed doesn't want to fly. He won't fly, so that rules that out. So you can't drive because it's through Canada.
Montana.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't get making decisions so far out.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that they would be able to say, okay, we're closed until further notice. We're not opening until May of 2021. I mean, that just seems odd to me that they would be able to announce that this far out in advance.
There are no other illnesses now besides COVID.
I think there may be a few other ones still, but
when they look
look
at deaths, a lot of times there's like no deaths for anything.
Wow.
We had a few every day, then 11 more today. The good news is only 3 in my city.
And Patty, did you know about the glasses website, Stan? What is it?
So I know about the glasses website, and my daughter told me.
Zenny.
Yes,
Zenny.
and there's a lot of different ones.
She did hear about that.
And I've gone online, but the problem is my prescription is so bad. My eyesight is so bad.
Yeah. She'd probably have to go back and forth several times, and you just need to get it done.
So I thought once I get these glasses and the insurance pays for these glasses, then I'll buy a pair off of the site. And then if they don't work out, then at least I still have a pair. A nurse Candace works with got a phone call yesterday from her sister. She was laughing and crying at the same time. Her college had called her and told her she couldn't go back to school because her COVID test came back positive.
That's not good.
Wait. I don't. Was she positive?
It says it came back positive.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's positive. I'm going to buy Nevaeh multiple pairs because she runs classes.
Oh.
So very thankful today that Jack, he does have.
She'd gone in to be tested, or hasn't gone in to be tested yet.
Oh, she was positive. She hasn't gone in to be tested yet.
That's strange, isn't it, Tina?
And we've heard a lot of people say things like that.
There have been a lot of anecdotal stories, and this one actually I've heard from several sources, so I tend to think it's probably true. And we know some people who are doctors and nurses, and apparently there are patients that are going into the hospital. They tested positive, and they have to retest. they keep retesting you
To
before
go
they
back
can
to
before
work.
they can release you for work. Yeah. And so we've heard some people getting tested as many as 15 times, coming back positive. And so that one person
Has-
accounts for 15 COVID cases, but it's just one person.
Okay,
So
Steve,
the-
you have to put on.
what's he say?
You can read a computer screen, so it's better than mine.
Oh man.
So I was saying,
Yeah, very odd. I know that some of these things are very odd. I take every piece of news anymore with a grain of salt. I've taken news actually with a grain of salt since I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I talked about that story before,
So
but
Jack had an eye exam. All 5 of my
yeah, 198, 99%, but whatever it's been, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
So Jack is the only one of our 5 children that does not wear glasses, and his he has 20/20 vision so far. Now Melissa at this age she didn't have glasses until she was probably 16 or 17.
Yeah,
maybe even 18.
She made
I
it
don't
quite
know.
a while.
But he does have astigmatism. So
Goodness. Stan says their positive test rate is 0.38%.
I would say that you guys are
You're probably doing it right, Stan.
No, is that the positive test rate? Is that based on the population, or is that the number of tests?
I don't know.
Well,
But
that's what I'm asking.
yeah.
Okay, Steve said it was a NASCAR driver that tested positive before the Brickyard 400. They didn't let him race Monday and Tuesday. After the Sunday, they didn't let
Let him
him.
race. He tested negative twice, so they let him race the next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that positive rate though, Stan, is pretty amazing. And yeah, the news is what it used to be. That's for sure. Yeah, Mary, I'm with you. I think I was 2nd grade when I got my first pair of
Okay,
glasses
so
too. Yeah, we all.
I needed glasses in
our
2nd
eyes-
grade.
Our eyes are better.
I sat really close to the front, so nobody picked up that I needed them. And it wasn't because I was short, and they would always put the short girls in the front of the class.
This is the after show, by the way, because you notice we're just,
completely
not
off the
necessarily Disney related. Even it's just stuff. We're just talking with our friends. How's that?
So I
Okay.
Okay.
So based on the number of people testing positive that got tested,
you
guys have got to be doing something right up there then, Stan. Because I mean, when we've got, like Mary was saying, and it's been on the news in a number of different places. When you get like 98% or 100% positive test rates in certain hospitals, something is not right. Something is not right.
Okay. So I didn't get glasses till 4th grade when I was sitting 2 or 3 because I had a little growth spurt. So I wasn't in the front row anymore. I sat like 2 or 3 rows, seats back, and I could not see the board. And so I couldn't. And I was so worried about getting glasses because there's 7 kids in my family and they all wear glasses. And do you know how much glasses cost?
Lots of money.
Yeah.
Lots of money.
Nevaeh got them when she was 3, but I couldn't get her to wear them for years. Our granddaughter is 3, and she's had 2 eye surgeries, and she wears glasses, and
As a patch.
she patches every day.
Yeah, to try and she's got one of the eyes is like a lazy eye type thing, and they're trying to strengthen the muscle. And yeah, she's had her glasses now for at least a year, maybe
longer, probably. Yeah, she's had them for a long time.
Yeah, and they have like certain straps and things, and she doesn't wear them all the time, but they have some.
But if she wants to see, she wears them.
Right, right. She wants to see. She wears them. That's
so.
Let's see.
Okay,
where am I at
Nevaeh
here?
got them when she was 3.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
T9. Okay, I got my glasses at age 55, and now I can't see to walk
across the room. I'm guessing without them, or to type.
I think the glasses made my eyes worse than they were to begin with.
She can't type with them on either, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, I can't see far and I can't see near. You have to dig into ICU beds as well. I've had surgery, so I know you always go to.
see you afterwards. It was 64%.
Oh, I see
Monday.
you.
I see you. Okay. I see you.
64% Monday, but when you looked at the COVID ICU beds, it was only 8% for the whole country. Wow, that's really low.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, our state, our governor yelled at us. We got called to the principal's office last week, and we got yelled at. And then,
Mary said another podcast does an after party like this too.
and
I
then,
wonder who was it? Anyone we know? I'm serious. I'm asking. I'm guessing who you might think. but I don't-
okay, so
If you listen to the news, staggering. Yeah.
yeah. So, what was I saying
I don't know.
about?
About
our
school.
governor. No, so
Oh,
we
you're
got
talking about
yelled at,
governor now.
and
Okay.
now he's threatening. He's been going on shows, news shows. See, I think he was on Fox News on Sunday, and he's been on different news shows, basically saying, "I don't want to mandate this, but there's more mandates coming."
Yeah. I think he said. I implore you to wear a mask. It was really a weird thing because I know like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I mean, they've been wearing a mask pretty much constantly, pretty much everywhere in public now for months. But it's really been like that in Ohio. It's been more or less, some places you wear it, some places you don't. It's been sort of hit and miss really all over the place. But, now Target, it's mandatory, Sam's Club, Walmart, a lot of the stores now are making it mandatory. So it's changing here in Ohio.
Yeah, but I still go back to Target will not clean their stinking buggies, and in Ohio they're supposed to clean the buggies.
Yeah.
And if they won't clean the buggies, I don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah. I think Kim might have actually posted something about that I'm pretty sure it was Kim. I saw posted something about, whatever store it was, masks weren't mandatory, but they were cleaning the carts. Then they made the masks mandatory, and then they said, "Well, no, we're not cleaning the carts anymore."
So Mary said that she was the glasses person said that you are the first parent who didn't cry about getting your small child glasses. So she made me feel bad for not crying, which you should never feel bad for not crying.
I mean, sometimes sometimes it's just
okay.
Okay, I know what I'm trying to say. I mean, sometimes it's just overwhelming. I know there are times where I feel like crying, but you're just like, okay.
I feel like crying every day.
I just don't have time.
I feel
right
like
now.
crying every day.
Because of me, right?
Okay, Nevaeh's lazy eye got better, so maybe your grandchild's one.
we're
Okay,
hoping,
so
we're hoping.
here's the thing:
Yes.
she didn't have a lazy eye. What she had was
Behind the ears. Yeah. Okay.
okay. So she didn't have a lazy eye. She had was it a cataract?
Yeah, that was the original thing. Was
So-
actually there was a cataract on top of the lazy eye.
No.
Well, no, the
She
lazy
had-
eye was
she
due
had-
to the cataract.
So her brain was basically shutting down that eye,
Yeah.
and so then she wasn't using it because the brain is sending signals that, the eye's not working. And so she had the lens removed. She had a temporary lens on, and then she had a permanent lens put in. And now they have to patch the good eye to try to strengthen that. So hopefully it will work.
Yeah.
She meant well, but it came out wrong. Yeah.
Some people just don't, I mean, they just don't say things right. I don't say things right. But yeah, Stan is saying, as a health official said, it's not that important to wear a mask here. He said he doesn't, but you can if you want. He also did say if it gets worse, that could change. And that's interesting because even Dr. Fauci, the guy who's basically in charge of this in the United States, or, one of the medical people that's talked. We have somebody behind camera
Yes.
here talking. Yes.
Completely fine when a private business says that it's mandatory because they are a business.
Yes.
They're a private.
Oh,
privately run
okay.
business.
Marcus is okay with a business saying it's mandatory, but he has a problem
But
with government
if
telling
the
you.
government literally just says when you're outside.
I heard
not on government property. When you're just outside.
I heard
You have to wear a
something. There was a golf tournament or something going on. This is weird. But anyway, let me jump back real quick. Dr. Fauci actually, even I think as late as March or April, had said that a mask wasn't necessary. So, it's you hear it's almost like 1 week you hear that butter is bad for you, and
No,
margarine
these
is good.
were-
Then the
these
next week
were
they say
weeks.
margarine is good, and
These were
margarine is
weeks.
bad.
These
I know,
were-
but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
A lot of
It's
people.
like, what
It's
about
guess.
the cutting boards?
It's guesswork.
It was wood cutting boards and then plastic cutting boards and then wood cutting boards, and you don't know what to do. You really don't.
Yeah, hand washing and social distancing are more important than wearing a mask.
So,
I would tend to agree.
now here's the thing.
Oh,
like,
and yeah, school going back to school is all a big topic now. That's
Yeah.
getting crazy.
and I'm
And stay home if you're sick. Common sense.
here's the thing. I could honestly see why there are some people who go out when they're sick, because every day my eyes are itchy and watery. My allergies have been horrible for months and months and months. When I wear a mask, the next day my throat hurts. I must breathe different with the mask on,
That's possible.
and
yeah.
my throat really hurts. So then I think, well, maybe I'm getting sick. And then I realize, okay, it's because I wore a mask yesterday. And then most days I wake up, I'm congested. My eyes have been so incredibly itchy. I've been so incredibly itchy.
Kill the beast.
Okay. So, if I went out, if I had it and I went out, I would really just think, look, it's just my allergies bothering me. Unless I was running a temp. If I was running a temp, then
Yeah.
they should have said from the start that they didn't want us using the PPE, and then
And they went about it wrong.
yeah,
School board had a 5.5 hour meeting, made no conclusions.
that's tough.
Yeah, and she didn't mean allergies either.
I know, but
it's funny. You go out in public and you're like doing this with your eye or whatever.
Quit touching your face.
I've been in the house. I washed my hands.
Yeah, but I breathed on your look.
Look at this. She's trying to give me COVID. You saw it. You witnessed it. Everybody. It's on camera.
I was just about to lick your cheek.
Oh my goodness.
My throat hurts from allergies and the dripping.
Even with the.
No, I'm not coming near you with that.
Yeah, I haven't shaved for a few days here. So I'm on furlough. Who cares? I don't need to.
No, yes, I understand. And you know what? I am so tired of people thinking they can just give themselves or their kids Tylenol and then the fever goes away.
Oh,
So
yeah.
then
They're not sick anymore. They're not sick. They're not. Jack's having a ball out here. Yeah, I think I would have COVID
I
at the
know.
same time. Yeah. We're sort of in close proximity most of the time.
Where you need to be social distancing.
Yeah. You stay on your side of the bed. I'll
I
stay
do.
on mine.
I'm putting a divider. in
Yes, we
between.
should have a partition in the middle of our bed.
Maybe we'll just
we should
sleep
have
in
a-
sleeping bags.
We should have plexiglass right here. Right there. Plexiglass. Whoosh. Here, I'll be a mime. I'll pretend I have pet plexiglass.
I am going to be a wife who's annoyed and punch through the plexiglass.
Apparently there wasn't plexiglass down here. It was. The plexiglass was hanging from like
My
here.
friend has it, and her husband and their 4 kids. Okay, so and how are they doing?
I don't know. We'll find out. We should just invite her on the show and just have her talk. We got to get going though here soon.
Yeah, I gotta clean.
You have to clean. I
I
need
have to do a blog post, and I have to. I'm so
get a shower curtain between you at least. She still could have punched me though. I mean, the shower curtain's not going to help.
long times with fevers. Okay, so is your friend
For 2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks? You're taking zinc and vitamin D and vitamin C. What else did Cindy say? Zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C. Ooh, Cindy said something else. Seriously. Yeah, like natural things. Quit eating sugar if you get sick.
Yeah, sugar is bad. Sugar is like poison. It's practically like poison. Practically poison in every way.
And
See, we bring it back to Disney right there. Practically poison in every way. Do you like that?
yes.
Yeah. See, we got to try and keep Disney in this somehow.
Okay.
With that, you think we got to sign off here because I still need to eat. I didn't have dinner yet, believe it or not. It's almost 10:30. We're coming up on, and I'm getting hungry. So,
We didn't have dinner.
did you have dinner?
No.
Why not?
She went to the ER and they said she had no damage and was healing. Well,
That's
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And you tell her to take supplements, make herself healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Essential oils, all that good stuff. Yep.
I don't know what essential oils are good for COVID.
I don't either. Probably thieves. I bet would thieves kills just about everything.
No, not everything.
Just a spoonful of sugar kills you very slowly. That's a good song, Stan. We'll have to make that. That's another one. Maybe we can make that one up. Just a spoonful of sugar kills you that just doesn't flow. We'll
Very,
work on
very
it.
slowly.
Kills you very, very slowly. No.
It's the slowly.
Yeah, that's too many syllables. We got to jazz it up. Just a sugar. We'll figure it out, Stan. Maybe we can work on that song together.
I'm going to acupuncture next week. I need it to help get better sleep.
Okay.
Okay. So now I don't know. You know what we did with Jack with the sleep, the gummy bears, the CBD gummy bears, CBD gummy bears.
They work.
They work. All right, you guys, you can stop working into this.
Thanks, Steve. We'll try. We'll try not to. Oh my goodness.
I'm making faces at him.
Are you?
So the other thing, and this is not his fault. So we do not have
Something's not my fault. It's a good start. Okay.
So my mom's coming to stay here, and we do not have a shower on the first floor. So we are putting a shower in our laundry room.
Yes. Yes. The laundry room is torn up right now with a almost completed shower.
So
in there.
I got.
No, I'm not doing that job.
We got a new dryer.
We have someone doing that.
We got a new dryer, and the next day they came to start putting the shower in.
And our nice new dryer had like drywall and wood dust and chips and stuff flying all over the place on it.
I'm glad one thing isn't your fault, Jeff. You need one thing.
One thing. That's not my fault. Thank you. One thing.
And then there's drywall dust and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? And that's probably, I'm wondering if that's why.
That's probably why you got a sore throat.
Yeah.
Or your allergies or whatever. Yeah. We've got sawdust and drywall dust and all that good stuff.
Could be why my
You
eyes
probably
hurt
just, I think you nailed it. Oh, well, anyway, we have to head out too. But yeah, back to work tomorrow. We're a Tuesday. We're doing a Tuesday. We got to get out of here too. So why don't we
I
wrap
don't
this
sing.
You don't sing. I'll
Okay,
sing.
here, I'll sing.
And I just finished the
You
last
ready?
of
Go
my
ahead,
order.
start, and I'll sing with
Okay,
you.
we're going to sign off. Yeah, and we do have a bunch of siblings, and that's sort of, we're taking turns and doing things like that. So yeah,
And Steve's getting a new washing machine tomorrow.
nice. Oh, you know what? Oh, good night, Stan. And you know what? I have an app on my phone now that tells me when our clothes are dry.
So our dryer was.
I can start the dryer right now from my phone.
Our dryer was over 20 years old.
Yeah, it was.
So,
Yeah.
I hope you had a
Good couple of days off.
Stan. Yes. Okay.
Okay, guys, we're signing off.
So you sing.
Have a magical week. I'll sing solo. I'm sorry. It's not a takeoff to Stan by any means, but I'm going to sing solo because my family deserted me. So anyway, have a magical week. Thank you for watching the WDWpov live stream show and all that good jazz. Signing off right now with our famous little ditty, MIC. See you real soon. KEY. Why? Because we like you. MOUS. Didn't think I could hit that high note, did you? Thanks for watching the WDWpov live stream show. Have a great week. And we will see you hopefully next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with who knows what topic and maybe some new songs. So we'll see what happens. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.